on top. I'm ready to go. Feeling like a million eyes on me. I'm unstoppable. If you go against me, then you better compete. Yeah, yeah. Why you keep knocking at my door? Came to fight, yeah, that means war. Gotta level up, wanna settle the score. Yeah, feels a lot better than it did before. What you brand new, yeah, it's time to go pro. Go beast mode, better find a cheat code. On my don't stop, just do your thing, and you know you're gonna be on top. I'm ready to go. Feeling like a million eyes on me. I'm unstoppable. If you go against me, then you better compete. Yeah, yeah. Why you keep knocking at my door? Came to fight, yeah, that means war. Gotta level up, wanna settle the score. Yeah, feels a lot better than it did before. What you brand new, yeah, it's time to go pro. Go beast mode, better find a cheat code. On my throne, now I'm in my zone. Better look better than it did before. I said the play don't stop, just do your thing, and you know you gon' be on top. That's my game, it's your game, and let the whole world watch. I said the play don't stop, just keep it going, and you know you gon' be on top. It's my game, it's your game. Go ahead, let them talk.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AMD SKYESPORTS GRANDSLAM Valorant Phase 1 gaming partner Logitech, gaming rig partner Chroma, and broadcasting partner Loco. This is day number 3. It's gonna be another BO3, and joining me today is gonna be Fritz.
Oh, thank you so much, Edge, for the introduction. And as I said already, it is going to be another BO3. And I'm super excited for this one because it was supposed to happen yesterday, but due to some difficulties, we are going to see this game today between Team Enigma and Team Orgless 5. The Team Orgless 5, we have some players there. Simmer playing there, Sai coming into the mix. We also have Vexy playing against an experienced Enigma. Now, we talked about Enigma a lot, Edge, the other day on day number 1. Now, it is show time for them, and I would love to see how do they perform and tackle the players of Team Orgless 5.
I mean, that is true. I mean, we've been waiting for these teams. But also, the other 2 games that we've already been through, right? Exceeli, T69. That first game, that is still stuck in my head. That was just a really good matchup going to the distance as well, to this Adders map, and then Exceeli coming out on top. But then, yesterday's matchup, that was kind of surprising for me. Truerippers taking down God Particles in a 2-0 fashion. I did not see that one coming at all. Like, I knew
Oh,
that, I mean, Truerippers had potential, but also the fact that there was no paradox, right? It was Relic stepping in.
yes.
And then Relic stepping in huge, not just stepping in, he stepped in hugely in the shoes of Paradox and completely destroyed God Particles all by himself most of the rounds. But God Particles as well, they did have a really good fight in that map of Split, the second one. But
Yes.
actually, I think they had that 9-3 curse into their favor.
Yeah.
They had the
9-3
9-3 curse.
curse.
Yeah, it was
Plus
9-3.
they were up ahead. They were up ahead. They were about to close the game, but they
They were
weren't
from
able to
9-3
just put in the final
to
lane.
9-12. And then
Yes.
it goes into overtime, and then they lose the BO3, and they were down. Now they are pushed down to the lower bracket. And now today, Orgless 5, Enigma. Enigma, yes, a big name, but then Orgless 5 as well. The name is kind of
Not a
familiar,
name, but yeah.
but also the players now. I mean, there are players
Yes.
from ex Enigma, right? I mean, there's Vexy there
Yes.
playing in. There's Simmer playing
Exactly.
in as well. There's Black Hawk coming in. He is an incredible Astra. So maybe we get to see the Astra being picked, although there was a nerf. Maybe Black Hawk is still feeling confident on it. You never really know.
I'll still want to see first of all the map selection that has been done by these teams to see if an Astra is viable on a particular map or not. Because for now, the default maps that we usually see, Ascent, Split, Haven, on all of these maps, it is better to either run a Brimstone or an Omen, depending upon what your team composition is, rather than an Astra. Because now you cannot spam those stars and take it back and get them ready for round number 2. So this is something that is very, very concerning, especially on the map of Haven, where you have 3 different sites and defending is not going to be easy at all. So having an Omen now instead of an Astra, because now the smokes are very fast, they'll bloom in time. That is definitely going to help you a lot while playing this agent on such huge maps, either like Haven or Breeze. So yes, I would love to see first of all what are the maps that will be picked by both of these teams, which will be the bans coming in, and according to that, how does the team change?
Yep, I mean that is true. I mean it all depends on the veto and everything. And I mean, if you ask me, I think Enigma will go ahead with the bind being picked, right? I mean they're really great at that. But let's take a quick look at the brackets that we have here. Exceeli Esports, T69, Orgless 5, Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Team Valor, Truerippers, and God Particles. These are the teams that are in the phase 1, 8 teams. And out of 8, 2 of these teams that make it to the grand finals, they will be advancing to the phase 2, where 2 teams have already been invited. They're none other than, obviously, we all know it, Global Esports and Velocity Gaming. Right? And also this phase 1, it is a double elimination format. I'm not really sure about the phase 2, so we'll talk about that in the future. But right now, the first 2 matches, Exceeli Esports T69, Truerippers, and God Particles. Exceeli beat T69 2-1. Truerippers beat God Particles 2-0. So now the loser of this particular matchup today, Orgless 5 and Enigma Gaming, they will face T69 in a elimination match, right? And also the winner of this will be facing Exceeli Esports, and once again, they will be in the upper bracket. So whoever loses this, they still have a chance, but then you want to be in that winner's bracket. You want to keep having that advantage of, having a loss. I mean, taking a loss and still not
Yes.
going out of the competition.
Having basically that second chance in your pocket is going to be very, very important in tournament where you need to get to the grand finals to compete in the phase 2. So yes, for Exceeli and Truerippers, till now they have been able to get their victories respectively, but now it's about who is going to play whom. Orgless 5 versus Team Enigma. The team winning is going to go against Team Exceeli Esports. So they'll have to be very, very careful about that as well. And as you're talking about, the game is going to start very soon, a BO3 between Team Orgless 5 and Team Enigma. So let's see. The first, if you ask me, the first pick of Neon in an official tournament was done by Exceeli, by Team Enigma's player. So will we see some surprising things coming into this game?
I mean, you can always count on it, right? You can always count on him to go for that insane picks. But at the same time, with the addition of Exceeli and Vibe into the team of Enigma, they have completely blown through the roof. So I'm really looking forward to see how they play against Orgless 5. But at the same time, don't take anything away from Orgless 5. Because the players on that team, they have a lot of experience. and experience does come in handy. Yes, maybe they haven't been together for a really long time, but they know each other and they've been in the Valorant scene for a really long time. And okay, we have the veto here. Map banned by Orgless is Fracture, and Enigma banned Breeze, but at the same time, Enigma banned Icebox, the second one, and Orgless banned Split, obviously, because Enigma, Exceeli, he just picks up that neon on the map of Split. It's just kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard to play against a neon, but it's kind of annoying. So I think
It is.
Orgless fights, they just want to, just leave it apart. But on the other hand, look at this. Ascent picked by Orgless 5, and as I said, if you leave Bind, Enigma will go ahead and pick it because that's their strongest map. It has been their strongest map for quite a while now. And their second strongest map is Haven, if you ask me. And
Oh,
Orgless
yes.
5, it was a deciders map. So if it goes the distance, it's going to be Haven. So Ascent, Bind, and Haven here for it.
These three maps all harbor Omen very, very efficiently now because of those updates. Now, I don't think so we're going to see Astra, even if we are pushed to the third game. But we will see a lot of Brimstone and even Omen being played. Now, let's see. Let's talk about Ascent. As you said, it is a very good map for the side of Team Orgless 5. Now, it is a default kind of a map, Edge. Like
Uh-huh.
each and every team might have played like more than 200 or 300 games on this particular
Pretty
map
easy.
together.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something I guess Team Enigma would also be ready for.
Yeah.
It is a slightly very like I would say 60-40 in the defenders favor, but then again the team composition can change it all completely. If you
Agreed.
have a team with like a double initiator setup, you can definitely go for the attacking half more aggressively and get some rounds in on the board. A score like 7-5-8-4 to be expected by the attacker's side. But at the same time, if you have a double sentinel, you're running a chamber, you're running a sage. So then I think so getting more rounds on defense is going to be more easy for you. So
Mhm.
I guess this is going to be a back and forth thing where I would love to see the picks coming in from the teams. What are going to be the agent selections that they do? But by the maps, it looks like it is going to be a very, very close series because all of these three maps, these are default maps. We're not going to see a Fracture, we're not going to see Breeze, we're not going to see Icebox, for which I desperately root. I would love
Yes.
to see Icebox after the new changes, but we're not able to see that today as well. But these three games, they definitely have to be very, very interesting.
Even yesterday there was Fracture as a deciders map, but Truerippers, they were like,
Oh.
what it was, we were this close. It almost went there from 9-3 to 9-12, and then I actually thought we are going to see Fracture, but then Truerippers completely ripped apart God Particles. And today, I thought maybe an Icebox would be picked by Orgless 5 because by Enigma Gaming, I'm sorry, because they are a team that like to try new things, right? So I thought maybe they'll be the first one to go ahead and do that. But as I said, they want to start. If you leave Bind, they will pick it off, right? And as that's what happened, and they did get that Bind into their favor, and also that's my personal favorite. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. But then moving on to Haven as well, once again, really basic map, like 3 sides. That is gonna be interesting though. Like, is it gonna be any Euro picks? Because we know Exceeli likes to try new things. I'm pretty sure we had a couple of days now for players to try the new reworked Euro.
Yes.
So I'm hoping maybe if they already have one game in the bag, maybe some team can pick Yoru because it's really, really strong if you know how to play it properly, right? Now, especially after that, the fake out flashes and the fake TP
Yes.
sound and the ultimate now, letting you use abilities while you're in the ult, that is just insane. So that is something that I'm looking out for, but at the same time, I want to see if Blackhawk or anyone else, as a matter of maybe Antidote as well, will be sticking to that Astra. Because once again, as you said, Omen is looking really good on all 3 maps, but I think on the map of Ascent, Brim can be played as well, especially after the new buff.
Oh, definitely it can. Let me tell you this, Edge, on a personal note. I've played Brimstone and Yoru, both competitive. Yes, I have to all the viewers, I'm in a silver lobby, so I'll play that in silver lobbies. But Yoru, it feels like a completely different agent with the
Yeah.
set of utility now that he has. Double gate crash for him. Now you can fake it out once, the enemy is not going to expect it twice. So the teams will take time to adapt to it. The ultimate, now you can talk about it, you can go for that flash and then try to just come out of your ultimate, but then the gun equip time has increased a lot. It has increased by a lot than the previous time. So these are some few tweaks that you'll get to know after playing it, not
Yeah.
just before just by seeing some streams or something like that. You need to play that agent actually to know its potential. So that is something I think so if it has been done by the side of either Team Enigma or Team Orgless 5 and they go for a Euro pick, I would love to see that, because the fake out, the new fake out, you cannot predict, because your Yoru as self, you can just take a gun and straightly run towards the side, and the opponents will think it's a fake out. So there is a multiple possibilities that can be undertaken on multiple maps, even on the map of Ascent. Brimstone, the stem beacon, the speed boost is awesome. Let me tell you that is. The speed boost is awesome. The Spectre is accurate as hell while you're running. So I think those rounds where the second round was being taken away from the different teams, now if you have a Brimstone and the stem beacon, it's very, very difficult to take it away from you.
I mean, true that. And now, I mean, on the maps like Split and everything, if you have a Sage wall towards mid, one Steam Beacon, even with pistols, it's gonna be broken in no time, right? I mean, imagine if you have a Vandal, it's gonna be broken in a second. The entire wall. I'm not just talking about one block of ice.
Yes.
Talking about the entire goddamn wall. So that Steam Beacon is really, really strong. And once again, I didn't get to try this in custom, or I've never seen anyone do this. But once again, I just want to see Neon running and at the same time Steam Beacons boost, right? I want to see how fast she goes. I mean, yes, she won't have the gun equipped, so it's not going to be of great use, but she can cross corners. She can cross some angles pretty fast. I mean, already she's fast. I just want to see what happens if you give her that extra boost,
with
right?
the stem beacon. Yes, definitely.
It is just something that I'm curious about, but at the same time, that might happen today, might not happen today. Maybe I'll just go into custom and do that. But yeah, once again, talking about the score prediction, Fritz. Without, I mean, not the score prediction, the map prediction. You know, the map score prediction. Who do you think is gonna take this home, and what do you think might be the difference?
Oh, I still think Enigma is gonna take it home with a 2-0 score line. Yes, it's a hard prediction to make, because Orgless 5 also, they have been just I guess a couple of tournaments in since the new team has formed. Not a lot of tournaments played by them, but if you look at Team Enigma, just imagine from where they've been sticking together. The synergy in this team, the coordination in this team is just gonna be on another level. Till obviously someone tries to do something different. So that is the reason I'll stick with Team Enigma in a 2-0 fashion. The games might be close, might not be. It'll all depend upon how the team Orgless 5 plays out. But for me, it is going to be Team Enigma with a scoreline of 2-0 edge.
Well, I gotta say that too as well. I mean, I think Enigma Gaming has this in the back too. But if Orgless 5, I mean, if individually all of them pop off, then there might be a 2-1, but I'll stick to 2-0 as of now for the side of Enigma Gaming. Especially the fact that the second map is Bind, and the first map is Ascent and Rafiel. I mean, as soon as he picks up that operator, that's game over, right? You gotta, I mean, you gotta either shut him off completely, or make sure that he doesn't have enough money to buy a goddamn operator, because he is just insane. And even in like recent times, Rafiel, I mean, he's right up there, right, competing against the likes of players like SKYESPORTS, Deathmaker, and everyone. So he's really confident in recent times. So that is what we'd like to see. But let's see, maybe Orgless 5, maybe they will put up a great show, and maybe Rafiel will not be able to pop off. So Ascent, if it goes in the favor of Orgless 5, then obviously it might go to 1. Needless to say. But if it goes into the favor of Enigma, then I'm pretty sure they'll take Bind as well.
Exactly. I mean, you talked about Rafiel. So what I've seen with Rafiel, like if he pops out in pistol round, there's no stopping him in the whole game. You can try your level best. If he gets a 4K in the pistol round, he's gonna go and wreak havoc on you with either his operator or his vandal. So basically, it's I think about the first few rounds where he needs to charge up, and if he does, then it's gonna be very, very important for you. Either use a lot of utility just to clear a single angle. Otherwise, if you take that head-on duel with Rafiel, it's gonna be like 90-10 in Rafiel's favor forever, if you ask me in that respect. So yes, I would love to see how Rafiel performs in the first game. The map of Ascent, specifically, if you talk about the jet and the operator thing, it goes brilliantly, I must say. It goes brilliantly. So let's move on to the game as well, and let's look at the agents that has been selected by the teams first. So if you look about that, Orgless 5, they are going in with a very interesting pick, with a double initiator setup once again, and Sai being their jet.
Okay. I mean, I understand. Actually, I don't understand anything. Exceeli picking up KO. Black Hawk picking KO. Well, that is something new. But yeah, I mean, both these teams, once again, mirrored lineup.
Yes,
mirrored
it is a
lineup.
mirror lineup.
Antidote switching to Omen as well. Even Anti has switched to Omen. Now that's how you know that everyone's trying to move away from the likes of Astra there. But anyway, Antidote on that Omen, Exceeli on KO, Rexy sticking to that signature Sova, Rafuel obviously on set. I would be surprised if he picked something else. But Hiccup, he picked KJ there as the Sentinel. So it's gonna be interesting. I think they want to play off of the lockdown and the swarm grenades that come in, but at the same time having having a KO on both Blackhawk and Exceeli is gonna be crucial because now they can completely suppress KJ and Sova. These two are the ones. But also here's the thing: if KO suppresses the other KO, then the round is pretty much done, right? The round is pretty much done. So it all depends on whose suppress is better. I think this is gonna be the battle of KO here, like between these two. Whoever comes out on top is gonna be the main reason that their team comes out on top.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. You definitely put it out there perfectly. Exceeli and Blackhawk, a lot is going to depend on these two players. Because again, KO, it is in the category of initiator. But I still think the two flashes gives it the power to take those duels and, effectively frag their opponents out. So I would love to see how do both of these KOs perform. And let's see, because there is a mirror map, and I would love to see how both of these teams, they get in, Sai, for example, Sai with that operator is going to battle Rafuel. So these are some of the things that I'm waiting to see right now. For now, Team Orgless 5, they are going to start an attack. Let's see how it does go.
Yep, starting off on the map of Ascent and on the attacking half as well. So before we begin, Fritz, let's go. Score predictions. What do you think?
All right, so I think Team Enigma has this in bag with either a scoreline of 13-9 or an overtime. This is what I think. Either an overtime or a 13-9 score, but either way in the favor of Team Enigma.
13-9. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be a bit bold and say that Enigma has this in the bag. 13-5.
Okay. 5. All right. It's a bold prediction, as you said.
Yeah, but
it's really a bold prediction.
I mean, here's the thing. I think because Exceeli, since he picked that KO, I am just hoping that they have practiced this multiple times, right? And also the form that they're in right now. That is the major reason that I actually predicted this kind of a score line. So I think if everything goes right, this should be an easy one. But if Orgless 5 put up a great show, I'm gonna be happy as well. There you go. The faces on the players. Everyone is feeling confident. Everyone is just really. Oh, okay, we have Hika today stepping in instead of RVK. Okay, I didn't notice that one.
RVK, although he generally plays a Sentinel, so I'm pretty surprised as well. A Cypher main has been switched out, and Hika prefers a duelist, but I think he is trying to fit in each and every scenario, and that completely makes sense given the new updates, and the team has to adapt according to it. The side of Team Orgless 5 also all but ready for the very first pistol round to start. An important one, I must say, for the side of Team Orgless 5. They need to get as many rounds on attack as possible, because yes, defending with both of these lineups is not going to be easy at all. So stack as many rounds as possible on attack. Let's see how well do you do while defending. Right now, by the looks of it, a B execute is on the cards for the side of Team Orgless 5 Edge.
Yep. Orgless 5. Well, looks like they will be, going in for this hard push right off the bat. And Enigma, with the kind of setup that they have, look at that. KJ setting up A there, and B completely in the control of just KO. Both the initiators actually playing towards that B area. So they will be getting a lot of information, but at the same time, not a lot of, holding potential there. Yes, the fragment is there, and also the shock darts are available, but that's it. That's it, right? So let's see. This is going to be the first map of the day in the BO3 format. Well, if Enigma win this, they have a really good chance of making it 2-0, but if Orgless 5 take this, then it's going to be an interesting matchup today.
Oh, let's see. Already a fast hit, although it is being shut down by the side of Team Enigma pretty brilliantly. Blackhawk being able to take one down, but he's being spammed. He's being spammed, and the shock dart will make sure that he gets nothing at all after that. And then Rexy just closing it with the classic. A very fast-paced round from Team Orgless 5. They tried to surprise Enigma, but Team Enigma, they were ready. See those flashes, Edge. Those are just perfect KO flashes being popped out. And just look at this. 4 players, all of them completely blind. I guess just because there were so many players, the shots were not connecting for Exceeli over there. But otherwise, Enigma, a very well round played.
Yep, and you can see the smiles already on the faces of the players as well. Enigma starting off strong, and Orgless 5, they're going in for a buy here. I mean, kind of like the upgraded pistols and everything. They want to see what they can do, and oh, beautiful tag coming in and thing. And the fact that they have no healer means that Omen, he's gonna be playing with low SP, and I like Sai's name, Baby Sai. It's so similar, you know, like he's just insane, man. I mean, gotta hand it to him. Oh, the turret wasn't even looking at him in the fragment. He's gonna be pushing Hika out of his position, but still, he is still there. Anti gets one. Oh, he wants to. That was Hika actually going down to Hacker, my bad. Anti gets himself a triple. As he went down, he's up for the ace, and he will get it.
He gets it.
Well,
great round.
There was an award. I mean, like a prize money for the guy who gets the highest aces.
MVP.
And I think this is the no, not the MVP, just the highest aces, right?
Okay.
So I think this is the first ace that we've seen in this tournament.
Yes.
I'm not really sure. So Antidote
Yes, it is.
is already a contender. Gets himself an ace. Doesn't really matter if it's an eco, I mean, or an anti-eco. I mean, it's not an eco. Never mind. It was a force by coming in. But Anti, look at him. He doesn't care. He's like, you know, I do this every day, guys. It's simple.
He's
But now
cold.
2-0. Now it is going to be a potential third round on the board as well, unless Orgless pull off a miracle and get that eco win.
Let's see if they're able to do. Because again, Sai, he has been suppressed. His position has been noted. Although Easy is trying to sneak his way in through the smoke, trying to get the CD control. And bear in mind, no one is looking at that particular position. So Bigara is completely empty. A shot being missed. Shot being missed by both of the players. Even Rafuel and Vexy, both of them missed their own shots. Now, going for another repick, and Rafuel this time gets the head of Vexy. Oh, a very not so clean engagement, I would say. Vexy, although just cleaning stuff up on the CD side of his part. Rafuel gets another shot connected, and Exceeli for the final blow. But it could have gone way wrong than this if Rafuel would have been picked off over their edge.
Oh my god, Rafael should have been picked off over there, to be honest. I mean, look at this. Beautiful shot there onto Vexy. And then Vexy. Oh, Vexy, okay. Now, getting himself a double kill there. Rafael somehow managed to get another one for himself before the round was done. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate for Vexy. He should have taken him down. But anyway, Byron now coming in finally for the side of Orgless 5. 3-0 already. Enigma Gaming, they're cruising. But let's see, maybe. If this round goes into favor of Orgless, then Enigma might have to... They won't struggle with the economy because they have a lot of economy in the bag. But right now, the suppress gives away the position of 2 players. That's Rafuel and Exceeli towards A.
Again, just look at this. They keep taking control. As soon as they saw there is nothing in main, they're going for the short control, and they've been able to get a pick out of that particular position. Blackhawk, he has been taken down. Now, got Vexy, missing a shot of his own. They're just trying to go with the shock dart, but Blackhawk, Hacker, he is present over there for a pick. But Rexy with the instant trade. Easy will shut down Rexy, but then again, Antidote comes in. A pick out to Easy. Sai, dashing in forward, takes one of the players' Antidote down, but it is just going to be Exceeli who comes in with a 1 versus 2 of his own and gets the round, gets the job done for Team Enigma.
Oh boy, that was quick. Once again, I mean, sad of Enigma, man. As we said, it's all you know, them popping off individually, right? Orgless, they were unable to do that up until now. But Exceeli taking down the side at the end. That's just beautiful to watch, especially that Spectre versus Vandal. I'm sorry. Still, 4-0, and Rafuel already is having a good start, which means it's gonna be scary for Orgless 5 if they don't, you know, stop Rafuel soon. 6 kills for Rexy already, and they're all laughing. They're all smiling.
Smiling faces.
They feel confident. They're like, you know, guys, it's okay. And I see a pause. Okay, never mind. It's already unpaused. Maybe it's the adrenaline rush or something. Well, maybe a technical issue. I mean, you don't get pauses for the adrenaline rush. So, anyway, Orgless 5 and another eco, which means Enigma should be able to take this one pretty easily.
Oh, are they? Oh, are they? Because Vexi and Hacker just popped off. Although Raw Fuel somehow is sitting just in a very brilliant position to take 2 players down. Now he's looking for the 3rd one as well. And bear in mind he'll get it. Now the 4th, that's also a piece of cake for Raw Fuel. He is just taking those heads off. He is just going for those headshots and he's getting them as well. Just a slim hope I saw in that particular round when there were 2 frags for the side of Team Orgless 5, but it was completely shut down by this madman.
Oh, yeah, I like his haircut, man. I like Rafael's hair. It looks kind of clean. And I don't mean clean, but yeah, you guys understand what I mean.
Great barbers in Mumbai.
Oh, wait, yeah, they have the boot camp in Mumbai as well, right? Oh, wow. I mean, everyone, man. Come on. Boy. But yeah, once again, back to the game. We have that paranoia coming in, the knife, the suppress coming in as well. Orgless 5, another buy round. They have the ultimates this time. The lockdown and the null coming in from KO. Let's see if they can actually put it to good use. Maybe they can just use the KO's ultimate and run in Vexi. Using that drone towards that A. And there's a drone, there's a counter drone towards that top mid. Oh boy, they are playing it perfectly, Enigma. But Orgless 5, let's see. They already, I mean, here's the thing. They did get mid control, but they gave up A main and B main.
Yes.
Taking one side and giving up 2 sides, that's not a great thing if you ask me.
You cannot now just look at this. They're not ready for Raw Fuel. They're not at all ready for Raw Fuel. They use the drone to get mid control, but then they forgot that there are 2 sides as well from where Team Enigma. They love to push and gather information. Now God Vexi might be able to get a frag here because Raw Fuel, because Exceeli was not going to expect him. Now Antidote, he has been revealed. Now the swing is going to come in as well. But still, Antidote, he manages to get a frag. Now, making sure that the B main is under control for Raw Fuel, that is the reason because that frag was possible. Although Easy will take down Raw Fuel, now there's not enough time for them to rotate towards the A side. Now the hit is going to come in onto this B side, but Antidote is present in the boathouse. He gets one. Easy, he's very low on HP. He'll be traded out as well. But Blackhawk, although he gets the refrag onto Anti. But now in a 1v2 has to be tested. But Eka, he swings wide. He swings brilliantly, gets a pick and puts the 6th round on the board for Team Enigma.
Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, when Vexi got this kill, I thought maybe there are really good chances. And also, you know, Blackhawk is popping that ultimate. There was a really good chance, but I don't know. They were just peeking 1 by 1 here. They were peeking Anti 1 by 1. That was a great round coming in from Anti, let me tell you that. He knew that ultimate was coming. He knew that ultimate was going to come into play. And he just uses his shoulder step to get into the side, and right in the nick of time he makes it work. What a play coming in from Anti. And Raw Fuel picked up the operator. There you go. Thing that I've been waiting for all this time. He picks it up, and once again Orgless on an eco here, Fritz.
Gonna be tough, gonna be difficult for the side of Team Orgless to tackle this operator. Not just the operator, but again, just look at the aggression coming in. Raw Fuel, he'll spot Easy down and get a very, very easy frag. This time, they did not go for mid control, and just look where Team Enigma is. They're again taking mid control for themselves. Now they know that Raw Fuel is posted up above A shot to get that information. So Exceeli is completely free to peek that B region. The Raw Fuel falling back, we'll see some rotations coming in from the side of Team Enigma as well. Exceeli gets a pick onto Blackhawk, but just look at this. Team Orgless, they're not even out of their base yet. They don't have any control whatsoever, and they still have just 3 players standing in the round edge.
They have the Blaze Storm up and available. I mean, running actually. Orgless 5. Hunter's Fury is available, and so is the lockdown. I doubt they're gonna use it, but yeah. Oh,
Sai.
You saw the smile on Exceeli's face. Exactly when that happened. But Sai, he gets himself another one. Now the round is kind of doable if you ask me. If Sai gets himself another one, but at the same time, Hika is really low, and they're making their way towards B, which is open. So they will get the bomb down. The spike will be planted, and Sai missing 1, 2, last blade. I think he has 1 more blade. Never mind, he doesn't.
And the spike has been denied. The spike also has been denied. Perfectly played by Team Enigma.
Wow.
And Rexy even connecting the final blow onto Sai. So the cleanup is there. Although Team Enigma, the rounds that they've won, they don't care about the economy whatsoever. Already 7 in the bag for them. But again, it was a very close round. Sai getting a double. But then again, if he was able to get those picks onto CD, I guess the result could have been different. But Sai, he tried his level best. A good round, a good eco round, I must say. But this Hunter's Fury from Rexy denied it all. A plan could have been at least possible, Edge, if you ask me. If the side of Team Orgless 5 was aware to not plant default. That was not the case, and they were caught. They were taken down. 7th on the board for the side of Team Orgless.
I just love how Rexy traced Jet exactly. I mean, perfectly. There, the side. But the ult coming in from Antidote. Oh no, now that the greed coming into play. Rexy, will he be able to take down Ezzy? Here is the question. He's out in the open. He gets him. And oh, only had one bullet. He had to land that one tap, but that did happen. Orgless 5 now, finally. Might get that first round on the board for themselves. Sai. He can go down here, and he will go down to Exceeli this time. And look at this. Hacker just casually walking in. And Orgless 5 now. Finally, I think they're gonna get that first round on the board. Hika's position is known. Hacker's waiting for it. Lands it as well. Orgless 5, the first round on the board for themselves. Enigma Gaming. Well, I think that was just greedy. I think that was just a little bit of greed coming in. I saw Antidote using his ultimate there, coming out of shadows, out of nowhere, to be honest. Like, I didn't see the point in that, but I think he wanted to try something. He was caught off guard completely, and then Rafiel just somehow going down there like one tap. Unfortunate. Anyway, first round on the board for Orgless, and now a comeback might be on the cards here.
Maybe this is what 7th round does to you. Back to back in your back. So Team Enigma going a bit aggressive once again. Rafiel with the operator is very, very deadly. And Hacker again peeking alone. I'm not completely sure. There is a queue behind you. You could have asked for a flash. You could have asked for anything over there. He had a nade, but still he try peeks at angle. Gets picked off. And Orgless 5 already off the back. They're a man down. And they're trying to make their way towards the safe side, where they think there is no reinforcement, but they're wrong. There are still 2 players on site. One behind Generator, Antidote ready with the flash, goes for it, but Blackhawk has already closed the distance and got Exceeli, gets a pick onto Hika. Orgless 5, they bust a side open. But now the lineups are for a different region. Okay, I guess the lineup was not perfectly thrown or not completely sure about the reason, but did not land where it wanted to. Now Team Enigma, the 4v3 retake, not going to be easy at all with the Rafiel's operator. He knows that there is someone at the boxes. Now Exceeli takes one down, but there is a huge lot of information. Blackhawk spamming some shots, gets taken down himself. All the easy swings wide, gets the pick, and Team Orgless 5, they put the second.
Wow, I mean, I'm not really sure why KO didn't use the ultimate there. I actually thought the ultimate was going to come into play. But then, yeah, once again, I mean, Rafiel got that opening frag. And then towards Blackhawk being super confident. Rexy getting that kill on the Hika as well. Open things up. Unfortunate for him. And, I mean, for the side of Enigma, that is. Orgless 5 gets that second round on the board. And everyone, I think, they're finally, getting that sense of, comeback on the side of Orgless 5 right now.
Once again, starting off a bit passive. They know Team Orgless 5, they know that Team Enigma is gonna come out searching for information when they don't get it. Rafiel again just tucked in. Outside B. Exceeli, he's a very, very proactive player. If he does not find information, he constantly keeps rotating, peeks different angles, and let's see how do they perform. Easy, making his way B main. Just trying to gain as much control as possible before executing his site. Rexy, he is still standing on this platform thing on the B side. And he is getting a lot of information if the footsteps are coming in. Now, Rafiel has been spotted down and needs to fall back. The paranoia gets invested as well. They need that very, very much for themselves. But they rotate. They're rotating back towards A, and where Antidote is posted. No one is checking that angle. Although, a good 1-for-1 trade. Rafiel gets one, but Blackhawk's nade will make sure that he gets nothing else. Sai, he has been spotted down, needs to get away. But this A side is still not completely empty. Hika is still very much positioned onto the side. And 17 seconds to go. The KO ultimate has also been popped, so now there are no more utility in the play. Rexy manages to find Hika, but Rexy with the trade onto baby Sai. The flash is perfect, and Exceeli makes the most out of it. and gets the pick onto Exceeli as well. Brilliantly played by Team Enigma. They were a man down, but they're able to just come out of the situation and put the 8th one on the board.
Wow. That round wasn't even a 4-buy round coming in. Like, it wasn't like they didn't have everything that they needed. Their Enigma. But still, they managed to somehow pull it off. Rawfield getting that Blade Storm kills once again. I mean, Vixie opened the side, but the spike was a shot which went down. 8-2 is the scoreline right now. The best Orgless 5 can do is 4-8. And that's a press. Will push back Rexy. Shock darts coming into play as well. The lockdown as well coming in. Orgless 5, they are committed to get this side. It doesn't really matter how many ults need to be committed here. But they will be using it in the shock dart. Beautiful shock dart there. Is he gonna be detained? I think Rexy is detained. Actually, 2 players are detained.
2 players.
Now, that's not a great thing. But Hika doesn't really care. He gets 2. Rawfield gets 1. Gets himself another one. Hacker takes down Hika though. All on him in a 1v4. Can he pull off the ace clutch? No sir, he won't. It's gonna be Exceeli taking down Hacker in the 9th round of the board. And now, what do you think, Fritz? Nightly Curse can come into play here?
Not sure about the curse, but once again, your predictions might just be on point. Because the team Orgless is just been able to get 2 rounds for themselves. 1 more round to go, and Team Enigma is looking very strong. And I don't think so the economy is favoring the side of Team Orgless. Just look at that. The Bulldog is out, the Spectres are there, Sheriff, a Frenzy, and just a single Phantom, but with half shield is what Team Orgless 5 is left with. So now it is going to be very difficult. Let's see if they're able to make the most out of it. The Blade Storm being popped by Sai, not being able to connect anything, but Rawfuel instead gets a pick onto God Vexy, and then Easy trying to just take off the bird Sai, but he gets taken down instead by Exceeli. An antidote from B-Mate gets a double. Team Enigma, they enter double digits in the very first half.
Boy, what can I say? These couple of shots coming in from that second one was absolutely nuts from Rawfield there, but then Antidote and Exceeli to the support, to the rescue there, closing things off 10-2. Enigma absolutely dominating this particular matchup, at least first map of Ascent. I mean, it is, don't forget, it is a map pick of Orgless. That's the thing. If Enigma can play this well on the map pick, on your map pick, imagine what they can do on their own map pick, right? They can completely destroy everyone that comes, I don't know, in their way.
Oh, Team Orgless, they're in shambles right now. They're in shambles, if you ask me, because just 2 rounds to their name, this pistol is going to be very important. Rawfuel denying any information, but the flash is good. The peak was there, but Blackhawk not being able to convert, but finally gets to the first. The numbers advantage is there. Easy manages to take another one down. Antidote is also down. Now, Rawfuel, he will be chipped out by Blackhawk. So it is looking like a good round for the side of Team Orgless. So the pistol might just go in their favor. Blackhawk with the 3rd one. Easy will close out the round. So Orgless 5, they're able to take the pistol back in their favor. Is this the story of a comeback? Is this a comeback that we might see from the side of Team Orgless? Although it's a bit early to say something like that. But still, a round is a round. This just might give them the breathing space that they need.
That was all Blackhawk.
Oh, it
It was just Blackhawk getting that triple kill and, saving the game. At least the round for the side of Orgless 5. And now 10-3 is the score. And I don't think Enigma will be forcing in because they have a lot of, they have a lot of rounds lead. They have 7 to be exact. Even if they lose, they still have 6. So that safety cushion is there. But, just don't damage it a lot is the thing that I would say. But let's see. And now it is just the Rawfield on the Marshall. So if you can get a couple kills here, then this round is pretty much doable. And also Blackhawk and I think Sai also only have a pistol. I mean, yeah, not the classic pistol, but then once again, pistols. So if somehow Enigma Gaming enter into the side, it's going to be really hard. But look at this, they have 4 towards A and no one's towards B. Just a turret and the swarm grenades. So they, if Enigma can read this, it's going to be great. But Orgless 5, they're playing it perfectly right now.
Oh, but the shot from Rawfuel might just change it all. Because now the rotations have to come in since the spike is heading towards the B side. Rawfuel looking for the person in CT. He needs to be careful about the player coming in from A. He does not have a smoke. He is just very, very much taken down. He was in so much trouble. Hacker finishing him out. But just look at the HP for Hacker. Just 5 HP is what he's left with. So this can be huge. If Team Enigma are able to convert this round, there is no way Orgless can get into the game. But easy, just slipping through the smokes, get a pick of his own, and gets the second and the third one as well. Orgless, a round being taken back for them. It was looking a bit difficult since the spike went down. But Team Orgless 5, they're able to retrieve themselves from a good position and put the fourth one on the board.
Man, oh man, that was a great round coming in from Exceeli. I mean, I want to see that one again. But talking about perfect, you know, look at that shot coming in from Ruffle. That was nasty. Exceeli getting himself a triple and saving the day. Saving the day and saving that round. That would have gone into Enigma's round if Hacker went down there and if Ruffle was left alive. Anyway, buy round coming in from the side of Enigma right now. 10-4 is the scoreline. And it's a bonus, I believe. Or maybe I think actually Orgless are going to be investing into Vandals this particular time up because they don't have a lot of rounds. They can't afford to lose. And forget about Vandals. We have an operator being picked already. Drone. Ooh! Forget the drone. That's a wall bang. Sight out of 46 and Rafael. Nasty headshot there onto Blackhawk. Already a man down and another player down to 46. No heals whatsoever available for the side of Orgless 5.
Brutal. Looking brutal for the side of Team Orgless because again they're on a bonus round. Spectres is what they have. This is not going to be easy at all for them to convert. Now you don't push in those Spectres, but if Rexy can connect those headshots, you definitely should. Antidote with a double of his own. Last man standing. Hacker gets one. Oh, I thought he might just be traded out, but the shot just does not land onto Raw Fuel. And Hacker is good for a second as well. Now Exceeli is on the flank, and there is no way Hacker can expect this. This should be the round for Team Enigma.
It is going to be the round for Enigma. Even if he goes there and gets all the 3 kills, I'm pretty sure he won't have enough time to defuse the spike. And I think he's going to go down to Hick right here. Yeah, there you go. His counterpart taking him down. 11-4 is the scoreline right now. Orgless 5. They're in deep, deep trouble right now. I mean, oh, look at that. That was actually Exceeli, right? Yep, I think Exceeli was the one that dinked side through the wall. With the help of the drone, yes, but still. Beautiful, you know, presence of mind there. And just incredible teamwork coming in from the side of Enigma. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's not, I mean, yes, everyone on the side of Orgless 5, they do have the experience coming into play, but Enigma, they just have a different synergy. The synergy and the chemistry that between the players. It's just different. The teamwork, the coordination, you don't usually just get that. It comes in with experience and with, you know, just spending time together. And Enigma, they've been together for a lot of time now. And also, yes, they did have new players coming in, but those players are not like relatively new, right? But they are kind of like from another team, but they're still very well known. They're playing together, so it's just that synergy. I think on the side of Enigma, that is, you know, better than on the side of Orgless 5. Because when it comes to mechanical skill, all the 10 players are just insane.
Oh, they sure are. They definitely are. But once again, just look at this. Orgless, they're trying to just maintain as much pressure as possible in this particular round. Again and again, those knights are coming in, suppressing their opponents. But looks like Team Enigma is ready. They're ready with the setup. All the Blackhawk gets the first pick onto Antidote. The spam is coming in from Raw Fuel. Raw Fuel good for one, but not the trade. Blackhawk, he is able to chip out Raw Fuel in that particular position. Easy gets Antidote, although the shock darts and the utilities are coming in. But Hika missing his shots. He thought he had the kill, but he did not. And Team Orgless will convert on the mistake and put the 5th one on the board.
Wow, that was a great round coming in. But I mean, once again, it was just Blackhawk opening things up, right? Getting that first 2 were the reason that the round was actually made possible. But then Vexy as well. Beautiful play coming in from him. Getting himself a double, 1 with the Phantom, 1 with the Classic itself. Orgless 5. Is that the 5th round? And that's the 5th round.
There it is.
And now Enigma. They need 2 rounds, and I think a timeout. Never mind. Timeout should have been called for Orgless or someone. Oh, side deletes Rafael. It's an eco coming in as well for the side of Enigma. So this should be an easy round for the side of Orgless. We're looking at a potential 6-11 scoreline here.
Team Enigma, They are trying to just get anything that they can from this particular round. The shots might just try to get connected, but Blackhawk again through the wall, taking Anti down, just down to the last remaining three players. Hika, he has a sheriff and he has a skill to pop those heads off as well. But Vexy is in a position that no one is going to expect him. Vexy gets the first, will get the second, or the Exceeli will finally trade him out. The Blackhawk, perfect flash, perfect low flash coming in from Blair. But from behind comes Sai, gets the final pick. I think Orgless 5 will make sure that there are no shenanigans being performed by Team Enigma in this eco round. Perfectly played by them. They were not rushing in or anything. They were not just trying to peek multiple different angles to get much information. They played it default. They played it slow, except from the very first pick that Sai was able to get. But other than that, perfectly played from the side of Team Orgless, and they are able to get another round for themselves.
Boy, oh boy. Vexy. It was absolutely beautiful there in that particular round. Yeah, there was an eco, but still, it's just that confidence that we need. And now Orgless, they have a really good chance of making a comeback in this particular game up. Enigma. Oh, Anti went down there, just used one smoke, I believe. So which means no controller and Enigma. Now all three actually from Market. He spots one. Ooh, look at that positioning coming in. Beautiful dodge there from Hacker, but the perfect play coming in from Vexy once again, taking down 2 play before going down in the hands of Rafael. Down to a 2 versus 3 in the ultimate. He's available, coming out of shadows, and also KO's ultimate. Hiccup, he needs to play it smart. He does have that turret available. Rafael will plant the spike. 45 seconds for him to retake, for the side of Orgless to retake, and also defused. Let's see if this can happen. Rafael's position is great, but Hika, I don't think that is where he wants to be. Oh,
Hika, but still manages to get that off-angle frag. And they're able to convert this round. Raw fuel with a 4K. Again, Edge, I'll again just criticize Blackhawk over there. You have that null command, pop it. You get an extra life, more importantly, because of that null command. But why aren't these ultimates being utilized to its full potential? Sai started so brilliantly, he gets a pick. Vexy also gets a double inside. But then Rafael and Hika combined, they get those picks. Now, if the null command would have been there, both of the players would have been suppressed. And I think Hika, 99%, I'm completely sure, would have fallen from that position if null command was present. Because when you have the null command, you can just press W and try to get a pick, because you are not going to get completely taken down. More importantly, the trade potential is so very high, and you already had that numbers advantage. But Team Orgless, they didn't opt for that.
Yes, and look at this size position. Oh, what? Exceeli just running in casually. He didn't even care about that, but yeah, it's gonna be the ultimate coming in from Antidote. Potentially the final round here. Anti, if he pushes, he's gonna get a free B here on to Hacker. He will be able to get one. Down to a 3 versus 4. Hunter's Fury is available for both the teams here. Anti is low, and Rafael's position is unknown and very sneaky. And Hunter's Fury will be pushing away a few players here and there, but look at this fragment coming into play. Anti's still alive, and as he's guessing, maybe someone's to a shot, and his prediction is absolutely right. There's there's Rafael there.
Oh, but the timing, it is not with him. Rafael gets a frag. Blackhawk will take down Antidote from heaven. How much can the side of Team Orgless 5 do? Vexy is also able to chip out one frag of his own. But now in a 2v2 retake with the nanoswarms and time ticking out. Again, this looks like an Enigma round, and this just might be it for the map of Ascent. Rexy has an Hunter's Fury. He knows that he's able to get it, and he will get the 30. Team Enigma, they close it out in the perfect fashion in a 36 scoreline.
Man, oh man, Enigma Gaming. 13-6, and that is just dominant performance coming in from them, right?
That is.
It was, Orgless 5, they didn't have a great start, but at the end, they did try to put up a great show, but that just wasn't good enough. Enigma, they had that run, and it was just too little, too less from the side of Orgless 5. But it's still the first map. We still have 2 more maps. So I still have hope for the side of Orgless 5, but right now, Enigma Gaming, they take map number 1 of Ascent, moving forward in this BO3 with an extra. With a map already in bag, they must be feeling really confident right now.
Oh, that too on the pick of Orgless 5. Bear in mind, Team Orgless 5 was the team to pick out this map of Ascent. So yes, they played it out perfectly. Again, small moments coming in here and there. I guess the previous round where Blackhawk did not utilize his ultimate could have been, maybe it could have given them a bit more chance, if you ask me. That round could have gone their way. That would have been the seventh one on the board, and still Enigma would be on their 11th. So the pressure would have started to build up. But then Blackhawk decided not to use his null command and just went in guns blazing, were completely shut down by the side of Team Enigma. Again, ultimates are not being utilized properly. It'll result in you mostly losing in like 2 or 3 rounds, and that is exactly what happened with the side of Team Orgless 5. Enigma, they were very comfortable throughout the game. It did not seem even at a single slightest bit that they were like feeling some pressure, or were they in kind of some difficulty. They were always like smiling. They were always happy. They knew that this game was in their bag, and it definitely was. 13 to 6 is what Team Enigma has been able to close Team Orgless 5 out for.
Yes, to that. And before we head on to the second map of Bind, me and Frizz, we're gonna be taking a small break, but you guys, you can sit back and enjoy the highlights.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
Enemy kill.
30 seconds left. Spike down mid.
Bad guy down.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like I was the smarter one. Bye.
One enemy remaining.
Flash.
Goodbye.
Last player standing.
Yikes.
Got him. Toaster.
One enemy remaining.
Duck.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Ooh.
Spike planted.
Enemy down. He just swiped them.
Target 86. Flag it.
Finished. 3.
Shut down. Toaster.
Here. Alarm bot down.
No more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sky Esports Grand Slam. Me and Edge are once again back after the game number one. Game number one was perfect, and let's have a look at how did this particular game go, because the scorecard is also right in front of us. 13-6 is what Team Enigma was able to get themselves. A very, very one-sided dominating game, and even the scorecard tells it. Rafuel, he just popped off 25 frags to his name, with 8 being the first bloods. So that is something Rafuel did perfectly, getting those entries, getting the frags for his team, setting his team up for success, and even while defending. His operative shots, they were just right on point. Talking about the side of Team Orgless, yes, the effort was there, but somewhere they lacked coordination, because of which I think they were not able to get any more rounds on this particular map edge.
Yes, but it was just insane to see. I'm just happy to see that God Vexy was the MVP on the side of Orgless 5. He's been doing really really great, and he is an absolute beast of a player. I mean, and the fact that he's a server. Unfortunately, Sai couldn't, couldn't play as well as everyone expected, or as well as he wanted. But it's just the first match of the day. We still have 2 more to go after this, potentially 2 more. But I mean, if Enigma closed this off here on the map of Bind, then there's nothing you can do. But yeah, Rafuel once again, 25-12, 2.1 KD, 8 first bloods, 8 Fritz. That's insane.
That is just huge for him, because again, raw fuel, the way that he was playing, it was just perfect. I mean, because he was able to get those frags so easily, it just looked like his daily job. But yeah, this was the first game, so there is one more game at least that we're going to see right now on the map of Bind, that is being picked by Team Enigma. Now Enigma, they are very comfortable, if you ask me, Edge, on this
Yes.
particular map. They love to play this map, and this is going to be a very difficult thing coming in for the side of Team Orgless 5 to get in their favor. I guess they can play something, if they're able to do something different, pick a Neon, pick a Yoru, something like that, because the default did not work for them on the map of Ascent. Exact same pick Team Enigma had, exact same lineup Team Enigma had, but they were not ready for it. So can they try something different is going to be my question from the side of Team Orgless 5. Let's see if they're able to answer that or not.
I mean, we just gotta wait for this one, right? Bind once again, my personal favorite, and there are a lot of opportunities in Exceeli, and now actually after him picking that particular KO, now I'm feeling confident that he might actually go ahead and pick the Yoru as well. Maybe there are like good chances of him picking that Yoru this time. So let's just wait and see, because there are high chances of that. But at the same time, Bind is a perfect map to do it if you want to do it, right?
Yes,
The
it definitely
teleporters,
is.
the TPs that you can be using. The fake out now, since the teleporter is there, I don't think the fake out is as useful as it was, because you used to have 2 fake outs, and then you could just use them in that teleporter, completely faking it everything. But now also, I mean, you still have 1 fake out, and especially it's a flash. Right. I mean, you get flashed if you
Yes.
if you take that one out. So you can just send it through the teleporter, and I mean, you will have someone towards hookah. He will instantly take it down, and that flash, although they can dodge it, it's still going to be beneficial because they'll be looking away. They'll be trying to dodge it.
Yes.
That is when you capitalize. So that is something. But I still want to see if an Astra is good on Bind, because I mean, I thought Antidote and Blackhawk, they will be sticking to that Astra. But yeah, Blackhawk shifted towards that initiator, and Anti completely switched to Omen. Which, I mean, he did great on Omen, but still, it just kind of feels weird to see Anti playing Omen rather on the Astra, because we've been kind of used to him playing on that. We kind of addicted to
Yes.
him and his Astra plays.
Oh, but I still think that the Astra might not be picked on this map of Bind as well. Brimstone, Bind being a comparatively small map, is going to be more feasible. You
Makes
can
sense.
play from either under hookah, or if you love that A region, you can play from A halls, and you can basically smoke each and every part of the map. So
True.
the range is not a concern anymore. The brimstone smokes, the size have also increased. So earlier, when you used to just boost yourself inside hookah and try to take some shots on side over the brimstone smoke, that is now no more possible. So I think that we might see brimstone being picked by at least one of the players. Omen is going to be something, I think so, might just be a bit less valuable than brimstone in this particular game, because again, the molly post plan lineups, it gives you like 8 to 10 seconds of time
Hmm.
to deny that particular plant. Pair it with its ultimate, that round is basically won by you if you're able to just stall out for like 15 or 20 seconds. So yes, these are some combinations, I think so, that might work with brimstone better than having an omen or an astra. Well, let's see what is the decision that is being taken by the team, because that is eventually what matters.
Hmm.
The teams that they want to, if they want to incorporate some changes. You talked about Yoru. That is something that I don't think so might happen on this map of Bind till the grand finals. I think so that Yoru might just not be picked. But if it is, I'll be all up for it. I'll be all up for the entertainment that we can get, Edge.
I mean, it's true, true, true. We need. I mean, it all. I mean, we can predict as much as we want, but it all comes down to teams. Talking about predictions, I did get mine right almost 13-5, 13-6.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll have a Yoru maybe once again, but I mean, we still wait for the agent select here on the map of Bind, and this can potentially very well be the last map in this BO3 if Enigma takes with this one home, and it's not going to be an easy one for Orgless 5 because Enigma, they took down some big names here on this particular
Yes,
map,
they sure did.
right? And also the side of Orgless 5. I'm not really sure how they play. I mean, individually in other teams, I know how these players play, but I haven't seen these, these bunch of players, these 5 players, together in a really long time. So I'm really looking forward to see if they have something up their sleeve. But at the same time, do you think? What do you think are the chances of us going to the map of Haven?
Ah, probably near about 10%, because Team Enigma right now, they're on a roll. See, the map of Ascent, it should have been Orgless's pick, should have been Orgless. At least a convincing performance is something I like to see, even if the team loses. And Orgless 5 definitely did not give that. Yes, there were some efforts being put in the second half. Rounds were coming in, rounds were flowing in. The result could have been completely different, but it did not. It did not happen. Now coming on the map of Bind, where Enigma is like their bread and butter. If you ask me, Oculus 5, will they be able to win it or not? 90% no. 90% it is going to be a map that Team Enigma takes home, because they're very comfortable, they're very, very synergized. And that is another thing that Team Oculus 5 is for now lacking. The synergy in the team is not perfect. The
Hmm.
KO flashes were there, but then again, Blackhawk flashed only for himself. There was no team play that was coming in because of those flashes. The rounds that flew in while they were trying to defend were mostly on individual brilliance, like a player popping off, getting 3 frags in a round, and then team just chipping in and getting the round done.
Uh huh.
So that is how the side of Team Oculus 5 were able to get some rounds. This might not happen on the map of Bind, because being so small, the trade potential increases. There are not a lot of angles where you can hide in, get a frag, fall back to, and not be traded out. So that is something which makes Enigma a bit more powerful, because their trading potential is so very high. Both of their duelists, they play in such brilliant sync that it is not going to be easy at all for the side of Team Oculus 5 to stop them when they're trying to enter a particular site, unless you get some early frags, like aggressive hookah peeking or aggressive peeking from B long side. Till then, I guess if you don't change things, Oculus 5, the result might also just be the same.
I mean, true, and you're talking about the KO flash there. I mean, there was that one particular round where Hacker was playing towards that CT, and Exceeli uses flash, and then Hiccup peaked at the right moment, right? Hacker was trying to dodge it, if you remember that, towards that CT,
Yes.
and he just
Yes.
he turns away, and that was a run that Vexy got himself a double as well on the side. But well, I mean that is the coordination that we were talking about. On the side of Enigma, it's there, and also ultimates, man. I don't know what's it
Yes.
with people in ultimate, like they don't use it. I mean, yes, the ultimates are, I
Saving
mean,
it.
they take a lot of time. I mean, unlike Jet and Raze, I'm like, okay, they get it quickly. I mean, relatively quickly, because they're duelists and they keep getting kills. Everyone else, they have to, kind of be decisive about it. But that particular round, I think if you would have used the KO's ult, I think Killjoy's turret would have been deactivated, right? So
Yes.
he was shooting the turret. The Omen, yeah, Omen was shooting the turret. That was Ezzy, I believe, and he was shooting the turret, and then that's when Hika took him down. If the turret was off, all he needed to do was take that one angle, and it would have been easier. But that was all in the previous game on the map of Ascent.
Yes.
Now let's jump on the map of Bind with the agent selection already happened actually, and now we see. Okay, I don't see any Yorus. Okay, unfortunate.
That definitely is the case. No Euros whatsoever, but we see a brimstone from both of the sides. So this is something I was expecting and has happened. If you talk about Team Orgless 5, Black Hawk with the chamber. Now this is something to watch out for. You're swapping a Sage that potentially gives you the A side control very easily while you're trying to attack with a chamber that definitely has its own uses. But still, is it viable on the map of Bind is my question. Because again, there are not a lot of spots to hide on this particular map where you can put your rendezvous and get to a different position. So this is something which I'm concerned about for the side of Team Orgless 5. But Team Enigma, they are going with that Brimstone and double initiator pick and a Sage from Exceeli, which we generally see from them. So Enigma, they're taking no risks at all, Edge. If you ask me, they're taking no risks at all. They just want to close it now. They want to close it now.
That is true. Enigma. They don't want to take us to the map of Haven. But yeah, I mean, even if it does happen, I mean, Enigma is going to be confident here. I mean, on the map of Haven as well. But Bind is where they want to end things in this BO3. They want to keep going in that winner bracket. And also, they want to, I mean, even Orgless 5, they want to go ahead in the winners bracket. But it's not going to be easy. They need to take down the monsters, the beasts here. Enigma Gaming. They're standing strong. And all the players, they are ready here. BO3, this is a second map up. If it goes the distance, Haven is going to be the deciders map once again. And, once again, Enigma is the one that is, favored on the map of Haven as well. So, either way, it's going to be an upset. Kind of an upset if Orgless beats Enigma even in one map up. But at the same time, I'm not taking credit away from the players. All the players they have a lot of potential, but it's just that the forms, right? It's just the form of the team. Enigma, they're in just the form of their lifetime right now.
Oh, they definitely are. The way that they've been performing in the previous tournaments as well, beating this team is not going to be easy at all. But here comes the game. Enigma, you already can see they've been able to get the first map for themselves. So if they're able to close it out here, they'll be just marching forward in the winners bracket. Otherwise, we might just see a map number 3, which is highly unlikely, but still on the table. The result is still on the table. Let's see. The game begins. A pistol round, an important one, and Raw Fuel, he's starting out with the Sheriff.
Oh my god. There you go. Potentially the final round in this BO3, and Enigma starts off on the attacking while Orgless. They're going for that defensive first, and Shock Dart, I think, dealt a lot of damage. A bit of damage to 2 players, so he's going to be Soba getting that heal right now. And they are going in for that B hit here. They're running in. And Chamber's already low. Orgless 5. Let's see how they play this one out. It's going to be Rexy getting that kill on the Blackhawk while Anti takes on God Vexy. Down to a 3 versus 5, and Sky and both Sage. 2 healers there. That's incredible for the side of Enigma.
No problem for you rejuvenating your health whatsoever. So again, this round has gone into the back pocket of Team Enigma. Hacker, he gets one, but I don't think so he'll be able to follow it up with much. He just has been re-smoked as soon as he peaks. Antidote is all but ready for that particular angle. Although Sai, he is coming in with a flank. No one is looking at him because no one is as much exposed except for Exceeli. Exceeli goes down, but Antidote, he will be able to take down Hacker. The last man standing is Sai. He gets the second and the third. All right, now in a 1v1 against Antidote. Now Antidote is a very experienced player. He knows how to play it, and I guess he gets a 4K in the round and wins it out.
Boy, oh boy. Pretty Enigma once again starting off really strong here.
Now we're cooking.
Orgless. This time they shouldn't do the same mistake that they did last time. You know, taking a lot of time to make that comeback happen, right? They gotta make it work. They gotta put in a bit more effort than they did last time. Pretty early this time. That is the only way that the side of Orgless can at least put a great fight and, you know, try to contest. Enigma Gaming, look at that Blackhawk. For a second I actually thought he might go forward and, you know, take that fight, but he just TPs away. While Hika gets himself a double, gets himself a triple. With the classic, gets
And
himself
the
a fourth.
Oh, almost an ace. Switches out to the knife, but he was out of bullets. Even from the classic and the Spectre, could have been the second ace in the second game age. But it didn't, although Enigma still securing the round.
That was insane.
One enemy remaining.
He has 2 bullets. 2 bullets, and one of them is a dink. One of them is a dink. One more bullet. That's all he needed. So
What was it able
unfortunate
to
there,
get?
Fritz.
It definitely was. Because, again, Orgless, that was an eco round for them. But still, for Team Enigma to get an ace out of it, Antidote did in the previous one. It could have been the other player from Team Enigma to do it in this particular round. But not happening. Meanwhile, Antidote, he tried for a wide swing, but he was being peeled by 2 different players, because of which he gets taken down. Another pick coming in from the chamber. Blackhawk gets a pick onto Hikas for Team Enigma. They will not be able to get this particular round. Team Orgless 5 will be easily able to convert this one. Although Rexy is good for one, but I think that is just what he gets. Nothing except that. Exactly. Nothing except that. And Team Enigma, they lose this one. But I guess it was a bonus, so they'll take it. No problem whatsoever.
Pretty easy. Orgless get that first one on the board for themselves right now. There was a bonus coming in from Enigma, so... oh, wait. Is that a bonus or was that not a bonus? Because their economy is not looking great.
Oh, maybe, because there are 2 sheriffs in the mix, Edge.
Exactly. So, I mean, yeah, Hika went down both the rounds, so... I think he invested and unfortunately went down there. But an Antidote sticking to that sheriff as well. So this round can very well be will be in the favor of Orgless 5. But let's see. It all depends on how the side of Enigma plays this time. This time the shock dart will not be dealing any damage because they were ready for it. But Rafuel on the drone, did it spot chamber? Now it did. Now it did. Blackhawk gets one instant trade though. A 4 versus 3 and the Seekers are out.
Oh, the position. You look at that easy. He tried to sneak in behind and his position has been compromised. And even he gets stuck because of that ultimate. Now he's just a dead man walking. He cut Exceeli down and that just might be the A side. There is only one player on this side, Hacker. He's positioned in U-Hall. By the looks of it, Team Enigma, they're taking their sweet time. And why they shouldn't? Because it's still a minute on the clock. They can easily take the time. Hacker, good for one, but will the spam connect? No, it does not. Hacker equalizing the number, getting back inside, getting back in position. And a small flank coming in from the Sova as well. And he just might get surprised. He just might get surprised because God Vex, is he ready? He is definitely, and he gets the pick onto Antidote. Now it's just 30 seconds left on the clock and Hika not having the spike. Oh, Team Orgless 5, they played it with perfection. They played it with perfection. Even with the numbers disadvantage, it is a round that they take out of Team Enigma's pocket.
Wow. It was a 4v3. I thought Enigma had it in the bag, especially after the first couple of frags going in favor, but then as he getting the kill onto Rexy. But that cabbage still he ate him alive, but at the end it was Hacker. It was all Hacker. Getting himself a double kill there and securing the round. 2-2 is the scoreline, and Enigma, for the first time, they're on an eco. I mean, in this particular matchup at least.
Let's see, by the looks of it again, they're taking the B-long control for themselves. They will be denied. Blackhawk, he just gets that instant headshot onto Raw Fuel and just goes back to his previous position. Got Vexi still sitting in elevator, waiting for his opponents. It's a 4-man squad for Team Enigma. Early on, raw fuel has been picked. Now drone coming in from the side of Team Orgless to get some information, and just a single player has been spotted. Although there were 3. Team Enigma, they need to be careful. One more orb for Exceeli and a revival might just be possible. And the orb is still there. Not completely sure why Exceeli is not going for the orb. The ultimate forces out one of the players, and Antidote still is able to get a frag. Blackhawk, good for one, but now comes the moment of truth. Will the shots connect? No, Exceeli misses his shots, and Blackhawk, he took down Rexy, Hacker with the trade, and he just TPs his way out. He just gets away from there. Hacker tried to get the pick onto Heka, but Heka turns around and gives him a headshot.
30 seconds left.
Orgless 5, they're still not completely in control, but now they are. Easy with the final frag. Team Orgless 5 put the third one on the board.
Oh, well, that was expected as well. Easy round for the side of Orgless 5. Enigma Gaming, well, now this is the time to shine. This is going to be a buy round coming in from them, and also Bind. I mean, you can say it's a defensive favored map, so I'm going to say that if Enigma just get like 5, 6, that's good enough. They don't need any more than that. But if Orgless can, somehow limit Enigma Gaming down to 3 or 4 rounds, then that's going to be an insane half for them. And Orgless 5 might just walk away with the win in this particular map up.
Oh, this engagement on long was very, very important for Rexy to win. But Easy takes it out. Easy wins the engagement out. Now Exceeli, he still has that revival. So getting his teammate back should be priority number 1. Although they're still not rotating again. Saving the ultimate might just not be the right call. But finally they are. I guess finally they are, and they'll get their fallen comrade back in the game. And again, a 5 versus 5 is what we'll see resuming. But for this side of Team Orgless 5, if you look at that, they have 3 ultimates ready. 2 they force, Showstopper and the Blade Storm.
No, I don't
And
think
2
the
of them
will be forced here.
Oh, but still, just in case, if Team Enigma comes in close in a 1v1 situation,
will
I
not
think Simon
kill
might
my
not take any
allies.
kind of risk. Exceeli with the revival takes Rexy out. Again, a 5v5. Still, no control given whatsoever to Team Enigma. Team Enigma are yet to find their way inside the site. Hacker now being positioned so aggressive in A, just tucked in Cubby. He'll make sure that he gets the information and passes it along. The Trailblazer will spot him down. Now this can be huge. Exceeli, he's good for 1, but Hacker is good for 2 instead. Antidote trades it out eventually, but Hacker has done the damage. Rexy with the Hunter's Fury will find nothing at all. The God Vexy, he's still positioned in U-Hall. He spots a player down. But the spike is yet to be picked. The spike is not in the hands of Team Enigma. What have they done? Raw Fuel, Rexy, they get their picks, but is there enough time? No, there isn't. Team Enigma, they just lose this particular round because the spike was not in their hands. This mistake was not expected at all, if you ask me, Edge.
Wow, that is rookie level mistake. That is a rookie level mistake. Not something you expect from anyone like Team Enigma. That is, I don't even know, but look at this was kind of funny. Hacker is running and gunning there for a second. He tried to counter strafe it, but he was just, just left, right, and he got that. But somehow Orgless get a 2-round lead now. 4-2. Enigma Gaming will be feeling confident. The economy on the side of Orgless 5 is not looking great as well, but still, it's still a round. And he has the crosshairs set, and Blackhawk walks casually and gets his head popped off. 4-2. Enigma Gaming now a man up. Orgless, they gotta be careful. Look at side's position. That's a bit too aggressive if you ask me.
It surely is. But once again, look at Enigma. They already have B side under control. They will get the spike down and a retake for the side of Team Orgless. They're already a man down. Getting this retake, a very, very difficult thing to do. You still have the Showstopper though. So that can definitely prove helpful if used perfectly. The Raw Fuel sitting in the backside. Now we'll hear this out drone. Needs to destroy it as soon as possible. Still the utility is being flushed. Just look at this. They're making sure, Team Enigma is making sure that Easy is not given any value out of his ultimate, and a fallback call. A safe call being taken by Team Orgless 5, and I guess it's a good one. You were completely denied There was no flank in play. You couldn't have gotten into the side for the retake, and a good call coming in for the side of Team Orgless 5 to save your weapons, manage your economy for the future coming rounds.
No charges.
They give away the third although for Team Enigma.
Would have been fourth for Enigma if you ask me. If they had the spike last time. But yeah,
Yes.
nevertheless, that was a huge call. 4 players saving? Was that 4 or was that 3? I think 4.
Four.
Orgless, they went for that 4-man save. That's how you know how... I mean, although I do think they're respecting Enigma a bit too much, you know, going for that 4 save, I still think Exceeli would have just jumped in with the ult and it would have worked. Maybe, you never really know. But yeah, maybe they're just not feeling confident. Maybe they have other plans. Enigma Gaming, on the other hand, now they have their economy building up slowly. So even if they lose this, they're good for the next couple of rounds. But on the other hand, Orgless 5, they have a couple... I mean, they have a few money, but... yeah, that money is not going to be enough. It's not plenty.
And I guess a timeout being called by one of the teams, they need to definitely discuss something. Because it is going to be a toe-to-toe competition, this one, by the looks of it. The game of bind. You have a double duelist set up for the side of Team Orgless 5. So they should be good while attacking. The major concern, the defending half, they've been doing flawlessly till now. The rounds that they've gotten, they look very convincing. They were all completely under control the whole round. No shenanigans from a single player. It was all a team effort. For now, Team Orgless 5, they're performing good.
Yes. Enigma Gaming. Well, we have an operator on side. And I mean, we didn't get to see that one come into play last time. This time, maybe he can put it to better use in this round. Because as soon if he gets a couple of kills here, then it's going to be really easy for the side of Orgless 5. But Enigma Gaming, on the other hand, they're not going to let that happen. They're not taking those, weird fights. They're taking those mid to close range fights. No long range fights taken any time. And the drone and the dog. Don't tell me, did it? It didn't. It didn't. The Trailblazer didn't spot him, but Blackhawk, he just steeped his way to A. And Gobex, he gets down Exceeli, and that's going to be a trade coming in, Antidote. And Raphael already made his way to a CD. Takes Hacker down. B side is completely up for grabs, and Enigma Gaming. Raphael, perhaps, absolutely popping off right now already. And Blackhawk completely ready for this one. I thought Raphael was in a much better position, but it's just him. Now there's 3 ultimates available, and he could see the nozzle. The nozzle is available. What are you doing, Rixie? And now the showstopper is available as well. Let's see. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hika, he will get one, but he goes down the side. Now Antonio 1v2 kicks outside. 1v1. What are you doing, Anti?
Oh, sticking it, Blackhawk.
He's defusing, Anti. He will stick it. He doesn't fake it because pros don't fake. And Blackhawk gets that 5th round for his team. You can see the disappointment on Anti's face there.
He definitely is, because he couldn't have done it any better. Because if he would have peeked, it could have been a 50-50, that is he sticking or is he just tapping and white peeking. So it was a 50-50, and he tried his level best, but it was not enough for them to get the round. Team Orgless, they get the 5th one on the board, and just because of which Sai is able to get that operator.
Look at
This operator.
That Rexy, man, unfortunate, right? His nozzle was visible. His nozzle could be seen there. That was just unfortunate. But yeah, we have Chambers ult now being used. Exceeli running. Oh, beautiful ult coming in, but will not be dealing any damage to anyone. And Exceeli takes on Govexi, but Raphael once again dashes and takes down Hacker. Once again, Enigma have control of CT. How are you letting this happen, man? Every single time. And Blackhawk this time, Raphael is ready for Blackhawk this time. He's not gonna let that happen twice. And it's all down to Raze in a 1v5. Easy. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But he's ready for this. But is he ready for 5 players? Because now the position has been revealed, and I think this is Anti's kill. 3, 2, 1. Pops his head off. 5-4, and the flawless win. And you can see they're like calm. They're calm as a cucumber. They're like, yep, we got this, boys, pretty easy. But yeah, once again, Orgless 5, minor mistakes, right? All just minor rookie mistakes here and there.
pretty surprised by Rafuel getting these picks again and again, just pushing in CT and no one expecting him again and again. I guess this is the third time that he has done this, and he's still being able to frag. So this is something that Orgless 5 need to control. They need to have information about the players' whereabouts. Once again, not the best possible buy for the side of team Orgless. Let's see how do they want to play it. Easy right now, just making his way from B to A. This A side is all open for business because there is just a single player that doing showers, not in a position to stop the plant, and the plant is going to go down very, very quickly. Enigma, the spike is already down, and a 5v5 retake is underway. But bear in mind, Orgless 5, the Brimstone, has his ultimate ready.
Here.
Oh, forget about Brimstone's ultimate. It's going to be the Hunter's Fury coming into play as he takes out Rafuel as well. Vexy, he gets one with the Hunter's Fury, and then Exceeli finally gets a trade there on the side by SZ. He gets a kill for himself and Blackhawk as well. Now it's all down to Andy in a 1v4. There's nothing that he can do. Vexy will be the one taking him down.
Shot.
That 5 versus 5 retake. Beautiful. I think just one ult was used, right? Or was that 2? I think only one ult.
Both of the ultimates.
Okay, Brim's ultimate and also Hunter's Fury coming into play. But once again, 2 ults, but doesn't really matter. They still got that eco round in their favor. Absolutely brilliant gameplay coming in from Orgless 5.
Team Enigma, they were not ready at all. I guess they were not informed about the ultimates that were ready. Because again, the Hunter's Fury is usually popped around the 2-hall region, and you need to be ready for that. Because the Hunter's Fury with a player is a pair that always comes on this map of mine. The players weren't ready. They were punished. Team Enigma, they lose another one. Got Vexy right now. Spotting one of the players down, tagging him as well. Will just light up like Blackhawk. He has been tagged himself as well, but anti-toad Exceeli gets a pick, although the trade is there from Sai. The side entry has been taken by the side of Team Enigma, but the side is still not clear. The boombot comes in easy, not peeking the right way, but Sai still manages to get that operator shot out of Heka. Sai, he has just tripled up, and he's still looking for more, has that tailwind available in case he misses a shot. But Billy, no, he does not. He is a beast right now. He gets another pick onto Rexy, and this just might be a 7th round on the board. It is Orgless 5. They're performing very phenomenally from the previous game.
Much better. Much better performance coming in. You're right. I think they've learned a thing or two coming in into that after that first particular matchup. This bind, they're playing it brilliantly. 7-4, and also keep in mind this is one of Enigma's strongest maps, if not the strongest. And Orgless 5 is making them sweat. He's making them sweat, and Rafuel unable to pop off really. I mean, he's getting those kills somehow. You know, when he's rushing. I think he got those 6 kills in 2 rounds. Wait a second. Wait, was he sitting on 0 all this time? Because I'm pretty sure he got like multiple kills in 2 rounds. So I believe those 6 rounds were in 2 rounds. So before that, he was just sitting on 0? Oh no, that is not a good thing if you're Enigma.
You need your duelist to pop off while attacking. That hasn't happened in the past few rounds. Meanwhile, Easy, this time will be caught by Heka. The shots were perfect. He gets the pick. Rafuel finally with that operator takes a player down. Now this B side can be executed. Although the rotations are coming in, Heka gets a pick onto Sai. So instead of going to B, where there are still 2 more players standing, the spike is going to go down on A side, and still you have 2 players sitting B log. Now, this is going to make life very difficult for the side of Team Orgless in this particular round. This just might be the 5th one that they're able to get. Rexy with the final blow. Team Orgless 5, they put the 7th one.
Switching sides.
Enigma put up the 5th, while Orgless gets 7 for themselves. And Eco, a pistol round. Why did I think it was an Eco? Oh my god. That was around the side switch there happening. So stupid. But yeah, anyway. If this pistol goes in the favor of Enigma, then we have a comeback happening from them. You know, they can equalize the score lines. But if the side of Orgless 5 win this one, then things are going to be interesting, you know. It's going to be them maybe moving away with the win, which is not surprising. But I mean, with the way that they're playing right now. Orgless, they are playing much more coordinated, and they're individually popping off as well. I mean, Exceeli 4, Rexy 6, Rafuel 7. I just want to... I'm going to rewind the stream later on and just check how many kills that he had.
Okay.
Oh But once again, the pistol round, a very important one for the side of Team Orgless. They're dashing in, they're making space, but the frags is still not there. The trades are there. Hacker gets another one onto Raw Fuel. Antidoto, he is still sitting behind the smoke and has a frenzy, but he just gets right-clicked in the head. It does not matter. Godvexy gets a pick. Now down to just 2 remaining players. Antidote, he is trying to get some information. Rexy, he's trying to get some information using his drone. Antidote, a Heaven not able to land his shots, but Blackhawk says he will, and Sai with the final blow. Orgless 5, a much needed pistol round goes their way.
Boy, oh boy. Enigma Gaming struggling. Raw Fuel struggling. Not great, not great. And Vexy somehow managed to get these kills. I mean, Vexy's playing out of his mind today. Both the maps. Ascent as well as Bind. He's just playing really, really good. That's some top class Valorant there. From him especially. I mean, even though he's sitting on 5 frags, his plays, it's not just him getting, it's not about the kills all the time, right? It's about, you need to understand the character. He's playing Sova, and at the same time, no, Anti! That gave me anxiety for a second, and there you go. Obviously, he's gonna go down. Oh my god. But wait a second, as he went down to Exceeli's classic there. Fritz, how has this happened? How did this happen?
And they're pushing. How is he just running around?
How is he
getting
behind
some
him?
shots? And Hika gets a pick exactly. How is he behind him? It was a 4-man ace stack, so this is something that Orgless 5 probably know by now. They will get that plant, but just look at the weapons. Blackhawk, I guess he's just sitting on a ghost. Hacker does have a bulldog, but the third player is yet to come from C-Long.
Oh.
Raw Fuel trying to be very aware about the chamber's trademarks. He's making sure that there is nothing present in that location, but I guess the Brimstone has been tagged. Yes, he is. Blackhawk, he gets the pick onto Rexy, but was he the person with the Spectre in hand? Godvexy, he just sprays down 2 of them. The Hacker takes care of Raw Fuel. Team Orgless, it just slipped for them a little bit, but they're able to get it back.
That looked like that round might just slip into the favor of Enigma Gaming. Well, once again, Vexy stepping up when needed. Absolutely beautiful from him. This spray transfer with the Spectre. Yes, Spectre is relatively easy, but still, spray transfer is the spray transfer. And Chamber, I mean, Blackhawk that is, did not get spotted with the owl drone. So that is exactly why Rexy pushed. But then Blackhawk was ready there. And as he, with the old boomball lineup, he's running faster than the boomball, though. Will be dealing a bit of damage and a beautiful grenade. But not, I mean, it's not going to be the grenade getting the kill. It's going to be Enigma once again coming out on top. 2 versus 3. Anti. He's going to get taken down. Blackhawk. Beautiful headshot. And now that TP gives away his position. Exceeli. Oh, he gets taken out. Blackhawk is popping. Exceeli. I mean, sorry, Hika. He's going to get taken down as well. Enigma. What is happening here?
They're struggling, Edge. They're struggling. Team Enigma, they're not able to find a way to revert back to the aggression of Team Orgless 5 that they're showing. And Orgless, it has been working for them. They've been able to enter double digits. They have a very good lead. There is no way the Team Orgless 5 do not win from here. This map of Bind, which was looking like the home of Team Enigma, they're on the verge of getting out and a timeout being called. It is a necessary one if you ask me. It is a very, very necessary one.
And Raffle is struggling. I mean,
He is.
He's struggling, and at the same time, Blackhawk, on the other hand, he's having one hell of a game here. But it kind of hurts to see that Raffle struggling, you know, on the Zed especially. Especially after the fact that he had a great map of Ascent. Bind, I thought it was just going to be better. But it's actually worse than what we've seen him do on the map of Ascent. And now, 3 more rounds, although this is the timeout being called by Enigma. Rexy is the one that took the timeout, but yeah, Orgless 5, they need 3 rounds. And we will be going to the map of Haven. Enigma, they need to get at least the next 2 rounds, because that will at least break the momentum. And Orgless 5, if they if they are let to keep winning these rounds back to back, there's nothing that can stop them from winning this one and also Haven as well, if possible.
Once again, another round after the timeout. We've seen Team Enigma improve a lot after these timeouts. Let's see what the talk has been. They're taking it slow. Team Orgless. But Enigma, the question is, are they ready? The Spectres are there. They are making sure that they are able to just isolate the individual duels that they need. Team Enigma, they're out with Spectres and Sheriffs and whatnot. The buy is not at all good. But if you ask me, August 5, they're rotating back towards B. And that's a good decision. That's a very, very good decision considering that there was a wall on the A side and you don't want to peek those 50-50 angles against the Sheriff.
True. Through that, and Blackhawk once again opening things up towards that B. Antidote goes down to a 4 versus 5 here. Enigma Gaming struggling completely here in the map of Pine. This could potentially be the 11th round on the board for the side of Orgless. Wow, Exceeli once again. Exceeli actually gets one. Exceeli gets another one, but beautiful shots coming in from Hika as well. Down to a 2 versus 3. But here's the thing, the weapon advantage is in the favor of Orgless. And now the Seekers are out, and oh boy, they know exactly where he is. But does Blackhawk know that Rodfield is not on B? He doesn't! He doesn't! And for a second, I actually thought he might miss. Because he had a frenzy in his hand and it was kind of like mid to long range. And also, I mean, I wouldn't say Rodfield would usually miss that, but since he's just having a bad game, I had a feeling there. But then Enigma once again reading it perfectly, and this time everyone popping off. Everyone getting themselves a kill. I mean, except Hika who got himself a double. Everyone did their role.
A thrifty round. Is this where Team Enigma get back the pace edge? Because again, if you ask me about the previous tournaments, Enigma, they've done it before. And exactly in the same manner.
Is that the timeout?
They leak rounds, they get the timeout, and then they win the game. Easy. Meanwhile, he has been spammed to just very, very little HP, and they do not have a healer. Hacker is planting, the plant is gonna go down, so a 5v5 retake is going to be on the cards, but Antidote meanwhile, he takes down easy. Hika gets a pick on to Blackhawk on the God Vexi with the double, make it a triple, and Sai with the support gets another frag. Rexy left all alone in a 1v2. He does have a drone, tries to get as much information as possible. The UHAL player gets spotted down, but is he ready for Sai? Sai is just making things much worse for Rexy to play with. Rexy out with the tap, he gets double swung, he gets taken down, and Team Orgless put the 11th one on the board.
Once again, Rodfield missed. Once again, Vexy got himself a double somehow. I mean, how is... That was an easy shot, by the way. Rodfield should have landed that one. Even with the frenzy, he whiffed a bit. And unfortunate. That's just unfortunate, man. But I love the fact that he's once again, getting an operator. He's like, guys, I mean, it's either gonna be me getting that operator kills and winning the round, or else it's just gonna be Haven next. So it's actually great to see that. But let's see, Exceeli walling off Shahs right now, and that operator is towards that B long. But guess what? There's no one towards that. And 3 towards A on the side of Enigma Gaming. They need this round at all costs. They lose this, they pretty much lose the match.
Exceeli, if you ask me, he needs to play with passive. He has that resurrection available, which is huge as an ultimate. But the side of Team Orgless 5 is no less. They have 5 of their own. The drone coming in from A shot, trying to get some avenues cleared out. Exceeli is playing in an off angle, but he instantly repositions himself. Team Enigma, they need to make sure that they get this, as I said, otherwise this just might be game over for them. Exceeli is just still holding that A shot region. And neither Team Orgless 5 are in a hurry. They're also just holding their positions, but it is clear by their position that they just want to execute onto this A side. Vexy might just now set up a recon bolt. Ezzy with the entry gets a frag as well. This was a much needed one for the side of Team Orgless if they needed to win the round. Ezzy gets another one down. Exceeli just good for one, but finally falls off to a trade. Sai just entering the side, and looks like another Orgless 5 round. Enigma save these rifles because now it is just a do or die situation from the next round onwards.
It's over. Enigma Gaming, man. I mean, they defeated Orgless 13-6, and now I think Orgless are gonna, give back the favor, return the favor right now. Absolutely dominant performance coming in from them. I mean, you don't expect this. You don't expect this to happen to Enigma, that's all I'm saying. they're not going to be happy about it. There are going to be some talks about this later on. This is not Enigma. This is how can this is not the consistency that they usually play with, right? And Rafael not popping off with the Vandal this time around. Yes, there were a couple of rounds that he did really great, but I think as he might just go down here. There you go, gets one, and that's it. It's just confidence boost at this point. There's nothing that Rafael can do. 12 to 6, 6 rounds back to back. What do you think? Anyone can do it?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. Right? Rafael needs to pop off. He needs to get some more frags, and then definitely Enigma might just be able to get that comeback. But if not, if this operator shot in the very beginning stages of the rounds does not connect, I guess it's game over for Team Enigma. Orgless 5 might just walk away with a win on the map of Bind. Let's see, the round starts. Sai again with an early aggressive angle outside A showers. Again, the E side has been very, very fruitful for the side of Team Orgless, and they're again resorting to this particular side. Although they're exploring that B hookah avenue, but I think they'll come back towards this A side as it's very safe for them to execute. Their executes have looked very synergized, very coordinated. Hika meanwhile just tucked in inside this corner, making sure to make no sound at all. Orgless 5, they're just waiting for a pick. They're just waiting for a pick. As soon as they get one, they might just bounce upon the side of Team Enigma Edge.
And look at that, now that Pain Shot will be pushing away Hika from his position as he goes down, and Brent's ultimate has been used as well. They have the Resurrection available, and also the Blaze Farm there. And ooh, Rafael taking a bit of damage. Blackhawk now TPing away. Rex is ready for this, or is he? He's not. Blackhawk takes him down. B side is completely open, but Brim actually made his way back into the TP. But look, God Vexy will be the one taking him down. Exceeli, is he good for one? No. Enigma Gaming, they're falling one by one. Rafael's low as well, and I think Hiccup will be able to heal him up, but that's not going to be the case. It's a 4 vs 2 with Hunter's Fury available as well. And yeah, he is actually healing Rafael up, but I think now the position has been revealed. Both the players' position have been revealed, and there you go. Enigma Gaming, I think it's safe to say 13 to 6. Orgless 5, they defeat Enigma the same way Enigma defeated them in the previous map. Dominant.
The last hope for Team Enigma is gonna be Hika. Hika, good for 2, but not for the 3rd. Vexy ending it out with a Hunter's Fury in Orgless 5, pulling out the unexpected. They get the 13th one on the board for them, and they do it in style. 13 to 6. Team Orgless 5 on the map of Bind, where Team Enigma looks even more comfortable than Ascent, but they've been able to pull it out. Team Orgless 5 for the victory.
How? Map of Bind. And now there's a high chance that Orgless 5 will beat Enigma on the map of Heaven and push them to lower bracket. Imagine what that does to Org 5. That is the confidence boost that they're waiting for. That is, that is good enough for them. I mean, I'm not really sure why they're Orgless, all these players, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure if they defeat Enigma, I'm pretty sure there are going to be some orgs that will be wanting to sign these players if they want to, get signed. Not really sure. I mean, there are some players that don't want to get signed, so maybe they're one of them. But with the way that they're playing right now, completely insane. They took down one of the top teams in India in a dominant fashion as well. I mean, I'm still surprised, to be honest. I don't believe this, but at the same time, I mean, yes, maybe I would have. I mean, 13-10, 13-11, it would have been okay, but 13-6, the same scoreline. I mean, that's just insane. Enigma Gaming, they have a lot of thinking to do.
A close game is what I expected, Edge, if you ask me. But this, not at all. Not at all. And that too a close game for the victory of Team Enigma. Never in my imagination I thought Team Orgless 5 might be able to win this one out, but they have. They have beaten the odds. They have beaten Team Enigma. That to the exact same scoreline that they lost to them. 13 to 6. That is just huge if you ask me. That is just huge. Perfectly played by them. The aggression was on point. They did not go for the default plays that they usually did in the map of Ascent. They went in for something new. But more importantly, their trade battles, their gun battles were just very brilliant. They were just very brilliant. Each and every player, as soon as he needed to win his duel, he was right on his opponent's head. He was right on his opponent's head. And I guess the strategies were in place. Each and everything just fell in place one by one for the side of Team Orgless 5, and they're able to win this one out. And now have the momentum to carry forward in the next game of Haven, which is going to play a huge, huge role. As I said, Team Enigma, they wouldn't be happy about it. They wouldn't be happy about it. There are surely going to be some talks about it.
There are gonna be some talks about it, and unfortunately, Raffle didn't pop off at all this particular game up. That kind of hurts to see, especially as a Jet, right? I mean, it feels sad for him, but I feel really happy for the side of Orgless. Why Blackhawk especially, even though he's not on the Astra, he's switching things up from an
Yes.
initiator from KO now to Chamber. He popped off. He was insane. He was the one getting those kills. Yes, Sai was the duelist, Ezzy was the duelist getting those entries here and there, but it was all Blackhawk if you ask me. 'Cause
Yes.
there was a
Black
point
Hockey
in
played a
time.
huge role.
There was a point in time it was just him completely, dominating whatever side he enters. As soon as he
Yes.
enters, he gets a couple of picks, and that's it. That's the side done. Enigma Gaming, they had no answers whatsoever, and also it was 7-5, I believe, right? 7-5. So Enigma
The
only
half
got
score.
one round on their defense.
Yes.
That is not a great thing, and
On a defensive map.
on a defensive map especially, yes. And
Yes.
also they only got, Orgless, they got 7 on their defense. Enigma got 1. I mean, yes, they had like what 6 7 chances and they only got 1. So
Yes.
for a top team, for a top tier team, that is not a great thing. And also, if you want to stay at the top, you gotta be consistent. And Enigma, unfortunately, this came up not what we expected.
They fell quite short by quite a bit. Not even just by a little margin, but quite
Exactly.
a bit. They fell short. Like 7 rounds. Not the best possible performance from the side of Team Enigma. Let's see if they're able to reset in the next one. Because now the mental pressure is off from the side of Team Orgless 5. They're
Yeah.
able to get the win for themselves. They are going to be in the mental boost situation. That is for Team Enigma to reset their minds and come back into the game. But let's see if they're able to do it or not. Let's see if they're able to, just forget about the previous game, forget about the mistakes that they made, and come back in the following game to win it out in a 2-1 fashion. Or will they push down to the lower brackets? That is the main question now that I pose in front of them. Because Team Enigma, they were looking so comfortable on Ascent, but the exact can be said for the side of Team God Particles on this map of Vine. So the map change is gonna bring a huge, huge lot of change on the final game as well. The map of Haven. Let's see.
Wait, I
Three
mean,
sides.
did you just say
Attackers
God
oriented.
particles, bro? Did you just say God particles all of a sudden?
No, I just said Team Enigma or God Particles. No, I never said. Did I? Sorry for that. Sorry for that. No
It's
one heard
Orgless,
it.
but it's
No one heard
okay.
it. Yeah, Orgless 5. Team Orgless 5. But yeah, Team Orgless 5. They need to perform on the map of Team Haven to win this out. And let's see if they're able to do it or not.
Yep, I mean, it is gonna be an insane one again. I mean, it's gonna be decided. And imagine what happens if Enigma gets pushed to the lower bracket. I mean, it's not a. I mean, it's not gonna be something to be sad about, but it's gonna be an upset if Orgless are the team
Yes.
that's pushing it down. I mean, if someone like Global Velocity does that, we're like, it's okay. They're a better team
Yes.
today and something like that. But Orgless 5. Yes, they are great. I'm not taking anything away from them once again. The players are great. Simmer, there's Blackhawk, Hacker's doing a great job as well. Then Vexy, I mean, popping off. I'm really impressed
Yes.
by the way that Vexy's playing. I hand it to him. I mean, on the Sova, right? Especially, he's making some plays.
True.
He's getting those crucial frags. Yes, he's not getting a lot of kills, but every kill he gets are like the key frags, and his positioning is just absolutely beautiful on the Sova as well.
Exactly. And I mean, if you look about the previous game, Blackhawk, as you said, he played phenomenal. But even in the last few rounds, I was able to get quite a few number of kills for himself using that operator. So it is showing that slowly and steadily. It took one game for them to warm up, but they are back in the game. But for now, me and Edge are going on a very, very short break. You guys enjoy highlight, and we will be right back.
Blocking sight. 3. That's 3.
One enemy remaining.
4 down.
Sit still.
Player standing.
Trap destroyed.
Oops.
Spike down.
Launching smoke.
Okay, quick break. Scanning ahead.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Thrifty.
For hellfire.
We turn to dust.
30 seconds left.
Nowhere to run.
Attackers win.
All right, so guys, welcome back after the break, and we are back in action. The previous game, Team Orgless 5. Yes, you heard it right. Team Orgless 5, they win it out in the exact same fashion as the game of Ascent by Team Enigma, 13-6, and obviously Blackhawk being the MVP. Yes, the entries were taken down by Ezzy, but it was Blackhawk who was able to get the most frags, and more importantly, the most important frags for his team, being the match MVP for me in this particular game. Perfectly played by the side of Team Orgless 5. Enigma, they need to buck themselves up. Rafuel with just 10 frags is not the jet main we know. We know he can perform much better than this. He needs to reset. Hika, he tried his level best, but it was not enough to get them across the line edge.
Obviously, I mean, and also the fact that it is a map of bind. That is what hurts me. This is Enigma's map. Enigma's not just Enigma's map pick. This is Enigma's strongest map. At least one of the strongest map, if not strongest. But Blackhawk and Vexy as well, you can see 201, the second highest ACS in his team. Absolutely brilliant gameplay coming in from him. Side did his job as well. Hacker, well, got 12. Ezzy did not get enough kills, but out of 11, he has 5 entries. That's impressive. On the other hand, Hika was the one getting those entry frags. 5 first bloods for him. Anti 13, Rexy 9, Rafuel 10, Exceeli. Not what we expect. Even on a Sage, we expect more from him. 7 kills is just not sufficient. Enigma Gaming now. They will be feeling the pressure because if they get eliminated, if they get pushed down to lower bracket by Orgless 5, they're already going to have some talks about losing this particular match. But if they get pushed down to the lower bracket, they're gonna be maybe, I don't know, a little bit longer talks, something like that. But anyway, that is not something Enigma wants. That's not some. But at the same time, no one wants to be pushed down to the lower bracket, right? Everyone wants to continue the journey in the upper bracket. And whoever wins this particular map of Haven will be continuing the journey and advancing into the semi-finals in the upper bracket. But if you lose this, if you lose the map of Haven, you will be down in the loser bracket quarters again.
It all comes down to the final game edge, the map of Haven, which I personally thought would never happen. But here we are. Here we are. And this time, if you ask me about the predictions, I was waiting for it, Edge, you did not. But now I'll ask you. For me, it's going to be Orgless 5. I'll go with Team Orgless 5. 13-7, 13-8 this time. Because the momentum that they're carrying, that can be huge.
Okay, that is a big shift and pretty bold, I would say.
Oh, yes.
But let's see. Okay. Since you make a bold prediction as well, I'm gonna go ahead and make one as well. I think Enigma has this in the bag. 13-3.
13-3. Okay, no respect for Team Orgless.
No.
We'll see.
Don't
I'm
do
just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I know. A bold prediction. Yes, as you said, 13-3. Just 3 rounds, man. Come on, a pistol round you can get 3 rounds off a pistol round. I think more than that. Even if they lose, I think an overtime probably or something like that. But now that's a prediction. You have been correct mostly, but I strongly feel this time you're gonna go wrong, and I'm gonna go right into Orgless 5.
None of us went wrong. None of us went right in the second matchup. Orgless proved all of us wrong.
Yes,
right?
Not the second one, but more than me.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. See, I think that Enigma now, since they've lost, they're like angry first things first. then and they're gonna come back stronger. They're gonna be proving themselves, right? They're pretty much going. I mean, both these teams obviously they will go. I mean, every team they'll go for that 13-0, but most of the times it won't happen. But Enigma are a kind of team that can actually make it work this time. But 13-0 is a bit too much, so that is why I went with 13-3. Because I think Enigma is not gonna let Orgless 5 breathe at all. But if Orgless can get more than 3, then I think the game's done. If Orgless cross 3, then I think Orgless might just go ahead with the win.
Oh, now these are some predictions coming in. These are some serious predictions. Because what I think a 4-0 or a 5-0 is where Team Orgless will start. And you're talking about 3 rounds and the game is over. Edge, come on, man. 3 rounds? No, man. No, this is... I don't think so. I think Orgless will at least have 12, 13 rounds and overtime probably. But yes, let's see if your prediction is correct or not this time. 99.999999 infinite times 9% sure. I'm completely sure that this might not be correct. But yes, we'll have to wait.
It's okay. I mean, even if it's wrong, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. I want a really close matchup at the same time. It's just a prediction, you just go ahead. But it all depends on the agent select again. And once again, I'm going to say it until it happens. Do you think Yoru is going to be
Yoru? See, now Enigma won't experiment, right?
No
because
way.
They're on the verge of getting pushed back into the lower brackets. And
which makes it the perfect time for the side of Orgless to experiment. Because they won't be Enigma will not be expecting a Yoru. There's no way they're expecting
yes and no at the same time. If you ask me, a yes and a no at the same time. Because see, Orgless 5, the previous game that they played, usual agents worked out fine. Why experiment? Why put in a Yoru? Something
especially when you're about to beat one of the top teams.
Yes, exactly. When you've never played with a Yoru before, I have not seen even a single player of Team Orgless 5 playing a Yoru in a competitive tournament.
Sad.
Now, why to experiment that? But yes, then again, that can come in as a surprise factor. There are 2 ways to think about all of these things. So I think so that no, the Yoru is not going to come in. We might see a default pick coming in, the Jet and the double initiator, what they play. But for the side of Team Enigma, they need to make things happen because they are the ones in the danger.
Yep. I mean, once again, I think a double initiator is coming into play. It can be a Breach Sova or a Sova Sky, right? A Sova is mandate here on the map of Haven. You need that information. I mean, you can also go with... Oh, I just lost Fritz there for a second. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nevertheless.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
yes.
There you go. I think Sova is kind of mandate there. But I think Sky Breach is also doable. But at the same time, you don't want... a lot of flashes there. You need that recon and shock dart sometimes. So that is going to be important. Because that drone is going to help you. Right? Because that Trailblazer gives you vision. But it doesn't give you a lot of vision. It gives you I think, a little less vision when compared to the drone. So that is not a great thing all the time. Having both the Sky and Sova makes sense. So I also want to see, once again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Omen's game. There's no way it's Brim. There's no way it's going to be an Astra as well. So an Omen is going to be picked, a Jet is going to be picked, a Sova Sky, and as the Sentinel. I don't think both these any of these teams have a Cypher player. I think a Chamber and KJ, right? Maybe a Chamber and KJ. I don't think even this Exceeli will be picking that. I think Exceeli will be picking the Duelist, maybe
either the Reyna. Yes, he loves to play Reyna on the map of Haven. So I guess Exceeli is going to go with Reyna.
Yeah, I think Hika is going to be the one on Sky there.
Might be, yes. Quite possible that Hika might just pick up Sky. But again, is it the time for experimentation? I mean, Team Enigma, they love
we don't know. Said. Maybe they have been practicing, right? I mean, you never really know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's the first time for us.
That is true.
Maybe we think it's an experiment, but maybe it's not an experiment for them. So that can be possible. That can be possible, yes. But at the same time, you never really know because you haven't been in their custom games. We haven't been.
Yes.
We know they were practicing. We just don't know what they were practicing.
Okay, so I mean, see, just 2 days, I guess. The update has been released. It has been just 2 days, and we already are seeing no Astra. Yes. No Astra. I thought the pick rate might be reduced, but not completely to zero. Exactly, not completely down to 0. So now, playing as an Astra is hugely different from playing as an Omen. These two are completely different characters. So let's have a look. Will we see an Astra or not? Because the agent select is on our screens, and Orgless 5, you have easy with that. You have easy with that Astra, and Exceeli, he's going with that Omen. Experimentation at its best edge.
Forget about experimentation. I don't understand God Vex's Brim and Ezzy's Astra.
What? Double controller.
Exactly. I mean,
Okay.
it makes sense. It makes sense because you know, but you're kind of giving up on Sova. So is it worth
No
it? 'Cause
information.
Vexi was absolutely, yeah. No information can be gathered here. I mean, only turret. That, I mean, you have to use the turret to be aggressive this time to get that information. But Vexi was having a great time on that server. So now is that gonna be the reason that they might lose this game? But Hika on that Sky is gonna be great. Antidote switches to KJ. Vexi went for that initiator. And Exceeli this time on that controller. Let's see how this one plays out. Rafael obviously sticking to it. Hacker on KJ. Sai on Jet once again. Blackhawk, he's not on Sentinel anymore. He's shifted to initiator again. But Vexi and Ezzy's pick. This is the one that I am a bit confused. But I am really interested and curious to see how these two play. Because I think maybe Vexi has Molly lineups. There's swarm grenade lineups. So as is gravity well can be of great use. But if Orgless 5 win with this God Vexi and as the dual controllers, I think every other team is going to adapt to this one as well. So maybe they are the trendsetters.
Let's see. Either this can go horribly correct or horribly wrong for the side of team Orgless 5. I don't see a middle way in this. So overtime, I think, is now completely out of the picture. The double controller surprises me a lot, Edge, because the space has been made at either the cost of a Reyna or at the cost of a Sova. And both of these agents are just beautiful on this map. You basically cannot play with a Sova, is what I feel like on the map of Haven. But that is being done now by the side of Team Orgless 5. Oh, let's see. It's a bold move. It's a bold one from the side of Team Orgless. I would very much hope so that it is the correct one. Starting off with the pixel. They are never going to run out of smokes. Let's see how does the pistol go.
Yep, the potential. The final map here in the quarterfinals upper bracket, match number 3, and look at the positioning coming in. Enigma, they gave away A for free. It's just Rexy holding there, and they're going in A. Oh no. It's a hard A push coming in from Orgless 5, and guess what? They have 5 smokes. Everything's being used, all the util. They're making their way in. Blackhawk takes a bit of damage, but that's about it. The A side is completely up for grabs, and they will be going in. He's waiting for the shock dart, and he will land quite a bit of damage. Actually, oh, I thought he actually took down. He was able to take down, but there's no healers on either team, so keep that in mind. So damage dealt will be damage staying. And now a 5 versus 5 retake with the spike already planted. He uses the recon towards long. There's just a no one towards long, but Rafael. Oh my god, this is not looking great here. Orgless, that's wasting a lot of time. Rafael, he gets a ding, but Exceeli gets himself a double while Hika gets one. Exceeli gets himself a triple. Orgless 5 in deep trouble right. It's all down to KJ. 1 versus 3. Hacker is the one. Antidote is diffusing the spike, and Hacker goes down to Rexy. First run on the board. Enigma Gaming played that off beautifully with the help of Rafael and Hika's flank. I mean, yes, they did not do a lot of, they didn't get a lot of kills, but just their presence from the other side of the map, that helped Enigma get that first round win and the retake as well successfully.
Oh, Team Enigma, the way that they retook this side. I mean, I was pretty dumbstruck. I thought there was not enough time for them to get in and go for the defusal, but the frags came in so very fast, so very quickly. They were able to jump on the spike with 8 seconds remaining. That was a perfect round for the side of Team Enigma. Now, this time it's a force buy coming in from the side of Team Orgless. Getting 2 initiators was not enough, and now they're forcing in the second round. They are all in, Edge. They are all in. They just want to defeat Team Enigma somehow in this map of Haven.
I mean, as you said, this can go horribly right or horribly wrong. That's it. There's just no other way around. So,
And they're playing like it.
This is going to be interesting to see as well. And now, a lot of damage. A lot of damage being dealt to Hacker there. Orgless 5, well, on the back foot right now in terms of both HP and a man down as well. Rafael, finally, now he's feeling himself confident again. But it's still pretty early into the game, so I'm not going to be jinxing it. I'm not going to be saying anything just yet. Side making his way in. That alarm bot gives away his position, and oh boy. Oh boy. What? Rafael, what is
And
happening?
Enigma, Enigma, they're in a lot of trouble.
30 seconds
The whiff
left.
comes in. Now
Wait a second.
each and every player is not able to connect their shots. And Orgless 5, just like that, they have the numbers advantage. Blackhawk, he has a lot of HP to play with Rexy, although with the shock dart. Takes God Rexy down. Now Sai, he has been tagged. He needs to fall back. He needs to do it now. Hika pushing in with his bird. He flashes one of the players. Blackhawk is very low on HP, but Sai, he manages to take down another one. Rexy, with just a ghost, manages to get the headshot. And Team Enigma, just by the slightest of the margins, is able to clutch this one out. Just 25 HP. One more bullet would have done the job, but Team Enigma, they stay alive, they stay afloat, and put the second one on the board.
Okay, I'm so sorry, but wait a second.
Hawk out.
Didn't we see God Bexy pick
They
Brimstone?
are.
Oh, sure we did.
But
I guess there
see
were
him-
some issues.
Oh,
I guess there were
was
some
like-
issues.
And I was like, why are there no Brimstone smokes for a while? And then I was like, Bexy's playing so well as well. Then I was like, wait a second, how is this possible? And then it hit. Oh boy. Okay, now they played us. Production played us. So yeah,
They sure did.
yeah. Let's see if Enigma can. I mean, sorry, Orgless 5 can play Enigma here. Ooh, a lot of damage dealt, but no kills. Raffle gets a kill onto Ezzy. Now 2 more players on towards that short area, but once again Raffle going down. Look at that aftershock coming in. Beautiful. Will push out Hika, but still gets that kill. Rexy, no scoping the hell out of everyone. There you go. Third one on the board. And is he gonna be swapping? Nope, never mind. He's gonna be sticking to the martial. I think he is gonna drop that to Raffle maybe, but maybe not. Raffle, unfortunately, is not having a great time.
Some rounds he is just popping off, and some he is just struggling to get anything. That is something Team Enigma needs to fix. But for now, they are in the lead. They have those 3 rounds for themselves. A 3-0 scoreline for the side of Team Enigma. Looks a bit scary if you're an Orgless fan like me. So let's see Team Orgless. Now it is going to be a buy round for them. They'll have those pistols. They'll have those phantoms and vandals instead of the pistols. A spread wide up. Easy meanwhile manages to get one, but Raw Fuel instantly trades it out. Enigma, they're very quick. They're very quick on these kinds of battles. Meanwhile, Rexy, he just got timed out. As soon as he just peaks, does not peak the angle, Orgless side, they come in, and Sai, he manages to get the pick. A side completely empty. Raw Fuel was trying to sneak in, but Sai with the spam. Oh, the smoke criminal. He comes alive at the best possible time and gets with the third one as well. A third pick for Sai in the round. Just the last man standing, and this is a round where Team Orgless 5 gets their first. Team Orgless 5 finally opening up their books.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. And also the fact that it's a bonus round, I'm not really worried about that. Enigma Gaming, they get themselves a really good bonus, getting 2 kills. But that's about it. And now let's see if the side of Orgless can keep up with them. Can they steal the momentum? Because they had a really good second game. And Raffle picked up the operator. Okay. He's on the defensive half as well. Keep that in mind. 3-1 is the scoreline. Orgless 5. They lose this, they're going back on the... actually, they can still afford to buy next one. And after that, they goes for the eco.
They need to be careful, Team Orgless. Sai once again, just controlling A shot, just controlling A lobby, making sure that he has all the information that he needs.
Scout
He
destroyed.
will be spotted down. I guess that the side of Team Orgless, they want Sai to be spotted. They want Sai to make sure they keep some players out on A side. But Raw Fuel and Exceeli, they're making things happen on out in garage. They get to double for themselves. Antidote, good for one, easy with the trade. Although with not a lot of HP left, you cannot expect a lot from this particular player. 1 HP is all that he has. But is it enough? No, it's not. Team Enigma, they put the final nail in the coffin in the form of Easy and put the 4th one on the board.
4-1, and look at the economy on the side of Orgless 5. It is crumbling. It is crumbling hard. Oh boy. Enigma, they are feeling confident right now. And they're just cruising away. On the other hand, I still can't believe, I mean, how did we believe that there was like 2 controllers? Like, how did we get played so bad? And I'm actually wondering right now, what would have happened if they actually had Brim?
Get out of my way.
Maybe it would have been a great thing. Maybe it would have been a good thing, or maybe not. But anyway,
Cannot
we
say.
have the Blade Storm being popped here on the side. And he's gonna be pushing in. He will catch Rexy off guard completely. But he is gonna get taken down by Anti. But instant trade coming in from Blackhawk as he takes on Exceeli as well. Hika, he will take him down, but Hacker with an instant trade once again. Down to a 1 versus 3. Pop the Blade Storm. No sir, he won't. Hacker. Rafael in a 1 versus 2. Make it a 1v1. It's all down to Vexy. In a 1v1, he does have the shock dart, Hunter's Fury, and the recon available in 5. I think it's kind of predictable, but oh, that drone. If it spots Rafael, if Rafael spots it, it's gonna be predictable.
Oh, he's tagged. Oh, he's tagged at the Guardian. The best possible weapon for a wall bag, obviously after Odin. But yeah, God Vexy gets the job done. And Team Orgless 5 are able to snatch the second one. They get the second round. Much needed, if you ask me. It was a much needed round for the side of Team Orgless 5. 1, to prove a prediction wrong. 2, to get themselves back in the game. And they've been able to get the second one. Now let's see. Let's see how do they continue. Because there is a Spectre, and I guess Rafael is just going to play on his Blade Storm. So Enigma, the buy is not looking that great.
Scanning ahead.
Can Team Orgless 5 break through? An early recon. Oh, it just landed on the roof. I think so. Not the best possible position for the recon to land. But it gets destroyed anyway. Now, crossfire being set up on a shot. Rafael looking for something. Trying to get those blades connected into his opponent's head. But he hasn't been given anything till now. Anything whatsoever. Sai, he gets spotted down, he gets tagged as well, and he's chipped out of a lot of HP. 9 HP is all that he has left. He is still spamming through the smoke, and he will be taken down by Rexy. Rafael, he has been spotted down, so he needs to back up. Hacker, he gets a pick on to Hika, but Antidote is quick with the trade. Blackhawk, the concussion is good, but he won't peek off it. He won't peek off it, so he'll get no information at all. Easy, in C side, he has been able to get the control, but is it good enough? Antidote, waiting for the push.
He's waiting.
Easy, he is just still.
Yeah, they have a smoke grenade as well on the side, and now he knows. Exceeli knows that they're going in, and if Rafael can make his way towards C long pretty quickly, he can just get a couple of kills here. But the defender's lockdown has been initiated. And oh wait, Hunter's Fury and Aftershock, both of them being deployed. Not really sure what's happening there, but Exceeli gets that kill onto Vexy by Antidote. He gets taken out. Rafael gets the kill onto Blackhawk as well. Rolling Thunder is used, and Desi down all by himself. A 1 versus 3, and his position is revealed, and Rafael will be the one that gotta take him down. Orgless 5. They used Aftershock to get the kill on the KJ. That was beautiful. But then Hunter's Fury to break the ult. It's just insane. But at the end, that Rafael's flank, as I said, if he pushes C long, he will be able to get 2, and he got exactly that. 5th round on the board. Enigma still going in strong. 5-2 is the scoreline.
Still expecting a better play coming in from the side of Team Orgless 5. They see that the Killjoy's lockdown has been utilized. It could have just been broken through the Aftershock, and the Hunter's Fury could have been saved. You had that Rolling Thunder. Basically, you had 3 such ultimates which could have denied the spike defusal. But still, again, if you breach the breach, he just sat on site. Even the Sova sat on site, just because of which the flank was not completely covered, and the players were not aware.
But the thing,
Team Orgless 5.
I think the position, the timing and the position was just not great. I mean, they knew someone could be long. I think, someone would be flanking, so they couldn't go back. And the Aftershock actually got the kill on the KJ. So I think it's a fair trade. Hunter's Fury for the ult, and Aftershock got the kill on the KJ. So I think that's okay. But yeah, I mean, if he would have used that, and then they could
second decisions, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the timing. When you're in the game, it's just different.
Yes.
And Blackhawk, he's the only one that's been revealed. Everyone else just hiding. Orgless 5 once again a forced buy. And if they lose this, they're going into an eco. Enigma, are they ready for this? They have 3 players on towards A. Actually 2 on site, 1 towards Link. And now there you go, full execute coming in. Sai, he's ready, gets a beautiful headshot onto Rexy, but a beautiful paranoia coming in. Rafael takes down Ezzy, down to a 4 versus 4. Rafael, can he get another one? No sir, he won't. It's going to be Rexy that takes him down. 3 versus 4, makes it a 2v2 because Heika gets himself a double before Sai takes him down. Orgless 5 in deep trouble right now because there is coming out of shadows available as well on Omen. Not a big deal, but Sai
he gets taken down.
Sai gets 1. But Antidote
Calculated.
gets that kill
what?
onto Simon, then turns left and takes down Blackhawk. For a second, actually, the Orgless has that in the bag. But then, Anti proving us all wrong, and yep, he's just smiling, and you saw Rex is throwing his hands in the air. It's like, easy, boys, we're doing great.
Sai just ran out of ammo.
That was Rexy.
Not completely sure, but Antidote gets that clutch in edge. And just because Sai was out of ammo, he was able to get the frag, but the turn was just beautiful. He just turns and gets the frag. Team Enigma put the 6th one. Meanwhile, Sai, what a shot! What a shot! Just deleted out of the server. Now Easy needs to check this angle, and he gets a shot connected as well. Now in a 1v2 scenario. Now in a 4v3 scenario is gonna be Team Enigma. Exceeli pushing long. No one knows about him. Sai gets one, but Exceeli, he's good for the 3. He gets a triple, but still, Godvexy shuts him down. Orgless side, they have the numbers advantage. Rexy, I guess he still has the better weapon. Blackhawk, he is making sure that no one comes out of garage, but it is Godvexy who will get the frag onto Rexy. And Team Orgless on the back of that Blade Storm and some beautiful shots coming in from Sai and his KJ. They get the round in between.
Boy, oh boy, that was an insane round coming in from Sai. The first shot and then using his Blade Storm to enter into the side. Maybe if Exceeli, got that kill on the side before Sai got that second one, things would have been different. But yeah, nevertheless, Enigma Gaming once again still have the lead. 6-3 is the scoreline. But here's the thing, their economy is not great, which means they are going for a feared buy as well. A couple of sheriffs, a stinger, and a marshal. This may or may not go into their favor, but I mean, most often than not, Enigma, they can pull it off. But Orgless 5, they're not gonna let that happen pretty easily. Enigma, they need to do something incredible here.
Cover going up.
If they want this round.
Oh, but Team Orgless, they're ready. They're ready for this aggression from Team Enigma, and Blackhawk nails in 2. Enigma down to just 3 players standing, and they're still waiting. Orgless, they're in no hurry. They have a lot of time left on the clock, and they're taking their sweet time. And why shouldn't they? They need to make sure they get this 4th. Raw Fuel spots one down. The frenzy is there, so not the best possible weapon. And just Sai just doing Sai things, dashing in smoke, getting the double, and leaving Rexy all alone, trying to defend this ace side. He gets spotted down. Got Rexy with the headshot, and Team Orgless 5, a flawless round. And they get the 4th one for themselves. 4th round for the side of Team Orgless 5. And finally, the prediction for Edge is wrong.
Oh boy. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Even if it's 13-4, it's still pretty close, so I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be 13-4. I think it's gonna go pretty close, but at the same time, overtime is on the cards as well. 2 more rounds
Sure
here.
is.
Enigma on the defensive half gets 6 rounds for themselves. Orgless 4 on the attacking. Well, they can still get 2 more and make it 6-6. That I gotta say that's a good, good half.
So now once again, Godvexy gets a tag somehow. No one destroys the drone in this particular round, because of which I'm pretty surprised. Raw Fuel, meanwhile, again just pushing long, being that annoying jet. He gets a frag of his own. Raw Fuel again for the second one will break the lockdown as well. So Orgless 5, they were depending heavily on that lockdown. That has been taken away. And now, with just 3 players standing, Team Orgless, they need to regroup. They need to get a frag as soon as possible to make things even, even Steven. For now, Enigma, now the position should be known by Sai, that there is a Sky Hika position on the left, and there is going to be a jet who can be on that A region. Just watching this particular A short area.
No charges left.
Sai just trying to spam out those smokes, making sure no one aggresses into it. Needs to get the first pick onto Raw Fuel is the main thing, because Hika is gonna pick afterwards. Here comes a concussion, and Sai gets a pick onto Raw Fuel, but now escaping is the hard part, and he won't be able to do it. Although the trades are there, Vexy finds another one in a 2v3 situation where the 3rd player is still on the C side. Vexy gets another headshot, although gets shut down by Rexy, and Rexy good for the double. Orgless 5, they're not able to get this one. Enigma, they snatch it out, and they put the 7th one for themselves.
Boy, oh boy. Enigma, they somehow managed to get that one. back into their favor. For a second, I actually thought that Orgless might actually walk away with that one as well, but Orgless. Side this time. Okay, hold up. I see an operator. 15 to 9 by the way. Sai's having a good time here. Baby Sai. I'm gonna keep calling him Baby Sai now. Well, anyway, final round of the first half. Orgless, they have the 100 Fury available. Baby Sai is picking towards mid. He switches to the Vandal. Enigma on the other hand. Bladestorm, Seekers, and 100 Fury is available. So 3 ultimates. And oh no. Raphael.
Somehow. He gets the second one. Hey, this is criminal. This is not allowed. But Raphael gets a double edge. But from behind, Hacker tries to even things out. He also gets taken down. Raphael feeling confident, feeling lucky, and he sure is. He gets those knives into the head. And Enigma, a comfortable 8-4 lead for them while defending. Now switching on to their strong point, to their attacking half.
That's nuts. That's straight up bullying coming in from Raphael right there. I mean, they were just standing in front of each other through the smoke for a good couple of seconds. And then Raphael is like, you know, maybe there's someone, guys. I'll just spray. He sprays, he dashes out, and then he sprays again. He gets the kill on the Astra. Oh boy, that was just insane coming in from. And then he also updrafts and gets that kill onto Hacker there towards mid. Absolutely beautiful to watch. But Orgless 5, they need this pistol. And if they get this pistol, then we have a really good game here on the cards for us. But if they don't, and Enigma walk away with the win,
Scanning ahead.
then I think 13-4.
Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at this again. Baby Sai just taking out grass control for himself. Now, Enigma should be aware about this. This position should be checked and he shouldn't be given more than one. And exactly, it is checked and he wrote very low on HP, manages to find a frag. Not even giving one to Team Enigma's antidote. Easy, with just 68 HP left, he is trying to survive. Backside he gets spotted down, but Hacker, good for one. Hicka with the trade. Oh, Blackhawk is also hiding in the smoke with his teammate and he gets a shot connected onto Hicka. Hicka goes down, but just look at this. The spike is heading towards the B side. B side is the side where the spike is going to go down and Raphael, he will just dash out of there. He will make sure that they protect the spike at all costs. Now Rexy needs to find this pick onto Garage and he surely does. With all 78 HP that he has left, Orgless 5 winning this round is going to be very, very difficult. And Enigma's Exceeli gets another one. Blackhawk, he goes down. The last man standing, Vexy. Can God Vexy clutch it out? Oh, he's just being bullied right now with utility. And he won't expect Raphael in this position anytime soon. Raphael just peaks the perfect time, gets the 9th one on board, and Team Enigma back to their winning ways.
Back to their winning ways. 9-4 is the scoreline right now in Enigma. As I said, they are angry. They were not happy about the loss here, there in the map of Bind. And now on the map of Haven, they're not letting Orgless breathe. At least up until now. And if they win this, double-digit scoreline. Which means Orgless, they have to try a bit more harder. And are they forcing? Because Blackhawk, I see them... Oh, they're going in for the pause here. Technical issue, maybe. But I see Blackhawk actually getting himself light shields and Sheriff. And only has 950 in the bag. So that is considered a force, right? I mean, that is considered not a semi-buy. Because after this, if Blackhawk, if the side of Orgless loses, Blackhawk can only afford a Spectre. There is no way he can afford a Vandal or a Phantom.
Maybe without a utility and just on half shield. Maybe. Not completely sure how the economy goes in this after this particular round. But he surely would love to have a kill. Because that will put 150 bucks in his pocket. Oh, he just gets rid of the shield. Now it's okay. No, it's alright. And that Sheriff might just be the hero pistol that the side of Team Orgless 5 need. Once again. Major pressure. Major concentration of the players from Team Orgless 5 is on the C side. And exactly where the push is not there.
Exactly. And oh, look at Baby Sai taking down Alarm Bot there. And ooh, dinks. If he gets the other one, it's done. But it's Antidote who takes him down. But Bexy on the other hand takes on Exceeli with the help of the classic headshots. Down to a 4v4 and Enigma Gaming. They lose a player there. somehow. And the spike will be planted by Antidote, and Rock will take some Blackhawk down to a 4 vs 3 retake situation. And look at Rexy trying to get this kill. Beautiful shots by Rexy.
Oh, those stabs.
He missed a
Those
few,
stabs are just...
but he made it up for it. I guess he made up for it, right?
Oh, he surely did. He 120% did made up for those shots with the 2 he got. Oh, perfectly placed shots over there. The crosshair placement. He whiffed the first few shots, but then it was brilliant. Enigma. Anyway, they had to win this round, although there were slight hiccups coming in here and there. But these shots from Rex, he gets the first, goes in for the second, and even pops his head out. That was just so satisfying to watch. So satisfying, Edge. Reading each other's minds. Team Enigma, let's see if they can read us and go for a very quick finish of the game, or will they be stopped in their tracks by the side of Team Orgless?
It's a bonus, by the way. Keep that in mind. It's a bonus coming in, and oh, that turret deals a lot of damage, and Sai will be the one that takes Antidote down. Already a man advantage for the side of Orgless 5, and if Enigma can get maybe a couple of kills, maybe more, then I gotta say it's a great get bonus. And look at A. It's open. God Vexy has given up the side all to to the side of Enigma there. This is not a great thing. But they're making their way towards A, and now Sai can hear it. He's towards mid, he's waiting, and oh no. They're making a lot of noise, and the rotations have happened, and Sai knows what's happening here. Rafael, on the other hand, still holding on. They're just holding on to these angles here. The spike gets planted, then I think this can be an easy one, but the recon. Ooh, Rafael gets that kill? How?
Somehow.
But yeah, anyway.
God Vexy.
Oh, Rafael gives himself another one. Just dash out, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, but he's taken out by God Vexy. Although Hika gets one now completely flat out. Just 3 HP is all he's left with. But is it enough? Because Exceeli is present with the backup. He gets the frag onto Blackhawk. Now the last player is coming in from B link. That is gonna be Baby Sai. Let's see how does Sai play this one out. Not a lot of HP left for one of the players of Team Enigma, so should be a 1v1 if he's able to get the flag. He won't be, because Hika is fast and he gets that headshot. Enigma, they get the 11th round for themselves.
That's a bonus as well. Don't forget that. That was a bonus, and that should have never happened, especially after the kill. I mean, I think it was slightly Vex's fault, giving away side for free. I think he should have at least contested there. Even a 1v1 trade would have been, decent, right? Yes, 1v1 trade is always, often, considered an advantage for the side of attackers. But still, he would have helped his team, because unfortunately this time he gave away the side which made Rafael actually get a couple of kills pretty easily, right? Towards that CT position, because he had really good positioning, Rafael. And that was just unfortunate, but Orgless 5 now are struggling. Look at that economy coming in from them. A Spectre and 4 chefs, that's how they could afford right now. And if Enigma win this, that is the match point and the series point coming up as well. And also my prediction, still close, 33-34. It's not a lot of difference there.
Come on, man. It's not over till it's over. And let's see. I hope for at least 2 to 3 more rounds from Team Orgless 5. That is something that they should get, or at least 13-6. I would like to see 3 games ending on 13-6. Be it Team Enigma winning it out. But still, yes, the sheriffs are out. It's a Shiko. Let's see if it's up for the job. It ain't, because Hika and Exceeli, they come in swinging hugely wide, and they get a double. Exceeli, he spots another player down, goes for the random spam, connects on it, peeks out of the smoke, gets Saka down, and it's just a slaughter here. The last man standing, God Vexy with just a sheriff. The paranoia being thrown out, and even the shrouded step just trying to catch this last man standing, and he even gets the finish for himself. Oh man, Orgless, right? They're now just being decimated right now.
He was one-tapping. Exceeli was playing the grid shot there on Vexy's head. He was like, one tap, oh no, I'm missing. And then the final one finally landed. 12-4. 12-4, and Enigma dominant, especially Rafael, 1.9 KD. Absolutely insane once again. He's having a good time. He's feeling himself. Enigma, final round potentially. Or can Orgless 5 win 8 rounds back to back and take us into overtime? Oh,
Let's see.
oh, if Exceeli starts hitting shots like that, there's nothing you can do. That is just nasty.
And he
That
might
is
just get the second.
nasty. Exactly. No, that's Rafa actually steals it.
Hey, Rafael, don't do that, man. Let Exceeli have his moment. Although he would be denied. And looks like the game is all but over edge. Because now just 3 players standing. Blackhawk is ready for it. And even the Hunter Shuri connects onto Rafael. He has to run away from that particular position. Just look at this. They're not letting even them get CT. Rafael just in the back. Baby side. He's not aware about the position. He gets taken down. Got to Exceeli. He's good for one. But Blackhawk with the trade. And Team Enigma, they close it out. They take all the frustration that they had in the previous game, put it in this one, and get the job done. A 2-1 scoreline. Team Enigma moving in forward to the upper brackets.
Were you saying something about my prediction, bro?
Nah, nothing. Cut. Cancel the stream. Nah. Yeah, but yeah, correct, Edge. 13-3 is what you said, and it's exactly very, very near. Just a single round there. How do you get those predictions right? Always.
it
At
was
least the
like-
score predictions are always right.
I mean, I mean, somehow I'm able to predict the scores, but unfortunately, unable to predict my life. But yeah, I mean, we'll go back. We'll not talk about my sadness. We'll
Okay.
talk about the matchup and Enigma. That was an insane game coming in from them. Everyone popped off, especially Rafa. Once again, good to see that he didn't lose his confidence after that second game of Bayern. Right, everything was happening really, really quick, and at the same time, Orgless 5. They did put up a great show in that second
Yes, they
matchup,
did.
but here they were just caught off guard. Here, once again, if you see, I mean, they didn't have the same coordination that they had in the previous
Yes.
matchup, right? The first match, they didn't have the coordination, and that's exactly why they lost 13-6, 6-13, I'm sorry. But then on the map of Split, they were individually popping off, but at the same time, they were on the map of Bayern, I'm sorry. They were actually, you know, bit coordinated when compared. There was a good coordination from Blackhawk, Vexy, and Sai, along with Ezzy as well, and Hacker going with the KJ. But then in the final map, once again, Enigma were coordinated, but I think since since Enigma was too coordinated, I think they didn't let
Yes.
Orgless 5 breathe, and they didn't have any chances of actually making a comeback or even winning any round. As a matter of fact, all the 4 rounds, they were really close rounds as well.
Exactly. The game of Haven specifically here, Rafael did not whiff that much. He did sometimes, few times, but he was able to recover from it. Although on the map of Bind, he whiffed for most of the map after the first few rounds.
Ouch.
So yeah, that definitely did happen on stream, that too. So yeah, not completely taking away the credit from the side of Team Orgless 5. They played brilliantly on the map of Bind, and that is one of the reasons they were able to win it out. But somewhere in the middle, Rafael not hitting his shots, some rounds going their way. Somehow they were a bit lucky. But this time, no, not at all. Enigma, they were right on point. Rafael, he was right on point for most of the game, and they hit some brilliant shots as well. The wide swings, they were perfect. The shots, they were perfect. And Team Enigma, they closed it out in a very, very close fashion. 13-4, no problem whatsoever. No rounds given for the side of Team Orgless 5. Some rounds where it was an equal situation, a 2v2 scenario, 3v3 scenario. Most of the times it was Team Enigma who came out on top. Again, still, I'd like to point out that the ultimates are not being utilized properly, even from the side of Team Orgless 5. But that is another case, that is another matter. But yeah, a very well played game for the side of Team Enigma. Now they have to be ready for the challenge in front of them. That might be Team Exceeli that they have to face against.
Ooh, I mean, I think Enigma is ready for that, right? Because the last time these two
They
teams
should be.
faced off, Enigma did come out on top, if I'm not wrong. So I'm pretty sure Enigma is already feeling really confident right now. Yes, they're gonna be having some talks about losing Bind because, as I said,
Yes.
one of their best, if not the best map, and so them losing in 6-13 fashion, in the dominant fashion against Orgless 5, that's gotta call for some team meetings instantly. But
Yes.
Orgless 5, once again, I mean, what a game, and they're gonna be moving down to the lower bracket where they will be facing off against T69. Now,
Yes, they do.
T69, I'm pretty sure they're watching right now, or they will watch it later on if they're not watching it right now. But anyway, they have seen what Orgless 5 can do to Enigma, right? So they gotta be
Yes.
ready. They gotta play off out of their minds as well to take down Orgless 5. And once again, keep it in mind, Orgless 5 and T69, whoever loses that match is out of the Grand
out.
Slam. Exactly. That is
Yes.
not. I mean, that's not the position you want to be out, right? I mean, you want
Not at
to
all.
at least be in like top
Not at
4.
all. Yes. Hey, even the prize money increases if you're able to, get a bit above. I guess $700 is what you get from after the fifth position. Not completely sure about that.
I
We'll
think it's
have a
400.
I guess the prize pool in a bit. But yes, you definitely would like to be going as much possible, going in forward as much as possible. So yes, the lower bracket run is not going to be easy at all. Orgless 5 and Team T69. Now, by the performance that Orgless were able to show in the map of Bind, I don't think so. They're banning Bind anytime soon. And Team T69, they'll have Bind of their own. This can
Now,
be a good match to see.
now, as a matter of fact, I actually think I know why Orgless didn't ban it, right? Because they know Enigma is strong, but guess what? We are stronger, and no, we're not gonna ban it, right? That is why they left
Okay.
it. Because if it was any other team, I'm pretty sure they would have banned Bind against a team like Enigma. But Orgless 5, I think they're a bit more confident when it comes to Bind. And Ascent was their map pick. It didn't go in their favor at all. Like they got destroyed. I think it's safe to say that they
Oh,
got destroyed there. I mean,
exactly.
there were
Yes.
some rounds that they were absolutely brilliant on Orgless 5, but at the same time, there were some rounds that they shouldn't have lost. They did lose that, but when it came to the map of Bind, they all seemed like they practiced it day and night, right? There was Blackhawk obviously popping off. There was Ezzy with those
Yes.
entries. There was Sai playing that jet brilliantly. Not really sure why they kept switching between Blackhawks, Chamber, and Initiator and everything else. I think he's a really good Sentinel right now because he is
Oh,
having a good
yes.
time on Initiator, but he's having a better time on the Chamber, like as a Sentinel, because he
Yes.
can play it off as a Sentinel and as a duelist at the same time. He doesn't have, and at the same time, he can just take a fight. If he's not hitting the shots, he can just TP away. That's exactly what Blackhawk was doing. That was brilliant to watch. So I think it's just about the team coordination, team composition that the side of I'm sorry, Orgless 5 have to work with. Because on the other hand, Enigma, they are just flawless at this point, at least.
They were. Yes, still the map of Ascent. After that, they were beaten. But still, I think so. Once they watch the VOD, VOD review of this particular game, they'll know their mistakes. And I don't think so it is going to happen once again. If Team Oculus 5 is yet to, again, they meet this side of Team Enigma, I think so it just might be a complete role reversal and Team Enigma might just whitewash them in a 2-0 fashion. If it happens in the future, if Team Oculus 5 is able to get their run continued in the lower brackets and meet them in the grand final, that is something I would love to see. So yeah, but for now, yes, a 2-1 victory for the side of Team Enigma. We all expected a 2-0, but a surprise definitely came in and we all liked it. Personally, I thought it might be a 2-0. We will finish it quick and just go get some sleep. But it did not happen. But it was worth the while. It definitely was worth a while because both of these teams, they played so brilliantly, especially in the map Bind. The shots that are being hit by Blackhawk again and again. We're talking about Blackhawk because he is the person who was able to just make the map of Bind completely accessible to his team, and that was just brilliant by him. Although the same couldn't be repeated in the map of Haven, it was the team Enigma this time who was just hitting shots like crazy. But if you give one, you need to take one as well, right? You just take 4 rounds in this particular game, but it was not enough. Let's head to the scorecard as well to see what happened in the previous game. We all know Rafael did huge destruction again, 21 frags to his name, and that considering just 17 rounds did
21 is a great number, considering the fact that he only had 10 kills and also the rounds only went up till 17. 21 to 10, econ rating of 78. Look at that average combat score, 314 with 4 first bloods. Exceeli on the other hand, on an Omen, 297, 18 to 10, 1.8 on him as well. 3 first bloods. He did a great job. Heika sitting on 13. Antidote and Rexy have 11 each. On the side of Orgless 5, Ezzy sits on 6, Blackhawk on 5, Hacker on 7, God Vexy once again. I don't know why it says Brimstone, man. God.
again.
But yeah,
Again, it says
that's
Brimstone.
a sober, guys. Don't worry. He was on.
Yeah.
He was a sober.
It'll be fixed. It'll be fixed. I hope so.
Vexy sitting on 13. He had a great day. Let me tell you that. He had a really great day in all 3 matches. Sai on the other hand, 16 to 15. Could have done better, but I mean his team, couldn't keep up with the pace that Enigma was playing with, and everything that Enigma did, it worked in their favor.
Oh, it's surely the team Enigma. They are able to finally get the game under control. So Edge, now both of our predictions today, it went wrong. 2-1 you said in the favor of team Enigma. 2-0 first of all. Second one, obviously a 2-1 for the side of team Enigma. But yes, team Enigma, they were able to outshine. Finally, in the final game, Team Orgless 5. But I'll still say Team Orgless 5 a decent performance, considering that it is a fairly new team. Not a lot of tournaments being played by them. A fairly new team. Still, they have been able to definitely leave a mark. And they still will continue their journey in the lower brackets. So, yeah, exactly. It is a double elimination format. So you will face a team T69 in the lower brackets, Team Orgless 5 and got Particles. They're still waiting for your for their opponents, which will be someone from either Team Snakes or Team Valor. Now, I would love to ask the chat section if they know about this particular team, Team Snakes,
Team
because
Snakes
yes, personally, I have
think
no idea.
No. I have been there. I went for my little investigation, and
Okay.
sneak peek. They are the X Team Exploit
Team
from
Exploit
Pakistan
is now
region.
Team Snakes.
No, Team X Team Exploit X, like
X.
the old
Oh yeah. Okay.
Team Exploit. So
Oh, all right.
that is what I've learned. I'm not really sure how true that is, so I'm still waiting for the official confirmation. But that is what
We'll
my
get it
little
tomorrow.
journey on my investigation, that's what my investigators and everyone else have told me. But let's see. We'll be waiting. But whoever the players are, if they are invited to this Grand Slam, it is a great. It is gonna be an insane match. And also
Then definitely
Valor
Team Valor.
and another great team, right? Some
Yeah, they are.
incredible names. There's Buster in it, I believe. So everyone on the side of Valor as well. They've been winning some tournaments, tournaments in recent times as well. So I'm really looking forward to see how they face off against teams like Truerippers, Snakes, Enigma, and Exceeli this time.
Oh, let's see. Because Team Valor, even the first game, if it's Team Team X Exploit, then it's gonna be difficult for the side of Team Valor to get them in this game. But yes, this is what we are talking about. The third game that me and Edge will be doing tomorrow between Team Snakes and Team Valor. The game is gonna start at 1 p.m. So if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, come on guys, just do it quickly so that you do not miss any action, any esports action brought to you by Sky Esports. And even drop a like if you're enjoying the casting, enjoying the commentary, and the teams playing as well.
Yes, I mean, there's going to be constant action. I'll tell you this. See, there are things that happen sometimes. Like, there are some tournaments happening sometimes. But with Sky Esports, you get breaks sometimes. Right? Sometimes you have breaks. Because there's a
Yes.
tournament happening every single time. And I mean, not just in Valorant, but other game titles as well. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any action. I mean, if it's happening, you might have your favorite teams. You might have your favorite players playing it, and you might never know if you don't subscribe. So that is one thing. And also, tomorrow 1 p.m. final upper bracket quarterfinals. Team Snakes taking on Team Valor. How excited are you for this one, Fritz?
Oh, super excited! Super excited because Team Valor is a team we have seen in the previous game, and they have improved a lot. Edge in the past 3 months, the improvement in this team is huge. But now is the time that they need to shine, and will they be able to? Is the major question that I ask them. So yes, that we'll see all of these things tomorrow. Team Snakes. Let's see if they're prepared for the side of Team Valor, or will we see a huge upset coming in from the side of Team Valor, Edge?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's going to be another. I mean, all the 3 games that we've seen up until now have already gone down to 3 maps,
The
right?
wire.
Completely, like everything went down to the deciders map. So I'm looking forward to see I'm pretty sure it's going to be another decider map tomorrow. But here's the thing: can we at least see Icebox tomorrow? And once again,
Oh, I would
can
love
we
to.
please see Yoru? I want to see Yoru,
No.
man.
I'll
Maybe.
give you the answer
Okay,
Edge, right now.
maybe
No.
the Indian teams have not practiced it. Maybe the
Okay.
Pakistani region. Maybe Snakes.
Ah.
Maybe
how
you
about
never
no?
really know. Maybe because it's not. I mean, yeah, there are going to be some similarities between regions, but they can be
Yes.
sometimes there can be
Okay.
changes, and we might be surprised because Team Exploit and Exceeli, they have already surprised us in the past. So maybe they have another surprise up their sleeves, and we will be looking forward to. But at least Icebox, right? Okay, maybe Yoru is a bit of a
Okay,
stretch.
yes,
but maybe an
yes.
Icebox. Because I still am waiting to see how the pro players play, so we can learn something. But that's gonna be another story. That's gonna be the story for tomorrow, to be
Yes.
exact. So that's it from today. That's it for us. This is me, Ed, signing off alongside Fritz. We'll see you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Up until then, good night, stay safe, and take care.
blood. Finished. Give me those back. Here. Alarm bot down. Night night.
One enemy remaining.
Stay down. One down.
Thirty seconds left.